You may take a break. Not us. We never take a break. We're always on. PPRNradio.net. Music 24/7.
He's not your average radio guy. In fact, he's not even average.
He's not even worth listening to.
The Peter Pinho Show on PPRNradio.net.
Hey! Yellow. Yep. Yep.
The Peter Pinho Show on PPRNradio.net.
Giggity, giggity, giggity.
The Peter Pinho Show on PPRNradio.net.
A very blunt person, unfortunately.
It's not hard enough.
Hi, there's no police here to help me.
And don't you mouth off to me or I'm gonna slap you right in your penis.
So no hard feelings?
Trying to get the wait, put some effects on it, right? Sleepless nights, it's in the road reaching for you, need a bloody time, I'll change your heart. I gotta find the right effect. Here we go. Someday love will find you, break those chains that bind you. One night will remind you, what is that somewhere our separate ways? If he ever hurts you, true love won't desert you. You know I still love you. Oh, wait a minute, I got. Yeah. Check. Hello. Check, 1, 2, check. Dane, jump in anytime you want. Between confusion and pain. How's that noise? It's the kind of song you're not on.
Yeah? Okay,
I gotta turn this down probably.
Oh, yeah. That would help.
There you go.
By the way, we're on air, man.
Get that tiny going.
Survival love, wins you love.
Whoa. I picture this montage of Peter washing dishes in my tight shorts. Flipping the towel over his shoulder. Yeah, man.
This song always makes me think of that movie, Yes Man, that Jim Carrey movie. It starts with this song.
That's you. I still love you.
Oh, it must be the YouTube video.
I still love you, man.
I heard that song at work today, and I was like, "Oh yeah,
Nice.
This is it.
yeah." Because where I work is they have a stadium, and they play music all the time, and I'm sitting there.
Huh.
with the music, and it's like, oh yeah. Fuck yeah.
The only Journey song I really, really, really like, and I know all the words too, is "Lovin' Touchin' Squeezin'." I like that one.
Oh, really?
Bluesy. Yeah, something about that song is just cool.
Why isn't my effects working? It's supposed to be echoing.
Yeah.
Is the mute on?
Check. All the effects buttons are up. Yeah,
It's
it's
very,
all right.
very dry in this.
Here we
room
are.
tonight.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, here we go, ready?
Peter in space.
Someday love will find you. Break those chains. Yeah, come on. What's Haven? Thank you. True love won't desert you.
Journey featuring Peter Pinho.
Every time I see you, love you.
That last part, you sounded like if Roseanne was to sing that song.
Yeah, I know. And the guy's Portuguese, so I gotta try to represent. Oh,
Oh.
I gotta try to represent him in a certain way.
Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah, Steve Pereira,
Oh, wow.
Steve Perry, Steve Pereira.
Oh, Steve Perry was Portuguese. I thought he meant the new guys. Like I thought the new guy was from like Central America.
The guys from Extreme are Portuguese. Yeah, man, 100 and fucking. I had 74 yesterday, and I'm already up to 35, and it's only Wednesday.
Making quick work of the week.
Yeah, man.
Gobbling up those hours.
That fucking noise is gonna be in the background. Here comes Boo. There's our Boo. Here comes Boo. There's our Boo. Here comes Boo.
You like little
There's our
maracas.
Boo. Here comes Boo. See,
Traveling
we were
to
singing
Dada.
to that, Boo. We were like, there's our Boo. Here comes Boo.
It's like a kiddie show.
Very
right?
nice.
Right.
Hi, girl.
Who comes in on a
How you
trolley?
doing?
I'm doing okay. Where's your camera, bitch? Oh, there you is.
Hey!
Looking like
Right.
a silhouette at a train station.
I need to close this blind. Hang on just a second. By the way, your camera has not come up yet.
What?
That's weird.
It should be up. Give it a second. I know my camera worked.
Ooh, sitting in a wicker chair. Doesn't get much
It
worse
gets
than that.
both. I know.
Oh.
Especially with buttocks in the summer.
Yeah,
No, wait. What's that other camera he's got set up behind him? What's that
yeah
for?
I saw that.
Oh, that's
Is
the
that
flute
for-
dude.
I was gonna say, is that for the sexcapades?
That's the flute dude.
Yeah. Oh, I knew that guy. No, there's a camera set behind him too.
You see us yet?
No.
Really?
Shit. Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?
You must have a slow internet, girl, because I can see you and I can see the camera. Hold on. Let's see what's going on.
Oh, the camera behind me?
No,
Yeah,
I
what's
can
up with
see-
that?
Well,
Well, hello.
I am thinking about, a friend of mine and I are thinking about starting up a YouTube channel.
Hey, cool.
Can you see that?
So,
Good luck. That's awesome.
I knew it was him because he just froze.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Bitch. I knew it wasn't us. Hooker.
At least we'll get to hear the Boo song again.
Hooker. All right, if you are in Spreaker, chat with us, yo.
Yes, Breaker.
We can chat now and forever. Ooh, someone's listening.
Hello.
What's up?
What's up, Mike? How you been?
I've been well.
Is it cool enough? And that noise is driving me nuts.
The air is circulating now. It's getting a little cooler. I can
Yeah,
feel
I'm
it.
feeling it. I mean, I'm right next to the damn thing now. So.
Let's hold on.
I got.
No, I can't. I can't.
Nah.
Well, maybe we can stop it.
Just have to live with
in the
that.
background.
Oh, they tried Journey still playing. One love, who's crying now? Should a whole show about Journey,
Journey tribute show.
right? Journey tribute show.
PPRN takes you on the journey.
When Boo comes back, we got a lot to talk about. We're going to talk about things that fucking aggravate the fuck out of people.
Ooh.
People meaning me. I deal with the public a lot. That's the problem. And there's like no... I don't care if you're 90. I don't care if you're 10. I don't care if you're 17. You have to have a sense that someone is behind you. I don't get it.
Did somebody fart in line in front of you?
No. I want to wait for Boo because I know he's going to have some
feel you,
shit
I feel
to
you.
say about it. But like...
I can't wait to hear this.
You have to know someone. It's physics, right?
You got to be
Is it
spatially
physics?
aware.
Yeah.
You gotta,
Is it physics that you know? You got to have an equal
Common sense.
Okay. Here comes Boo. Here comes Boo. Video 2.
Hey. Here's hoping. Oh.
Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it.
I'm waiting.
Hey, girl. We got a few stories to talk about tonight, bitch.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
all right.
Let's get to it.
All right, we're gonna get to it once we get to see you.
Yeah, we can't see
Oh, you can't see me?
you. We can't see your
Not
beautiful
yet, girl.
face.
Could be your internet connection.
Up
Yeah.
and
Can you
Wait.
see us?
well.
Oh, there you
there you
are.
are.
Ooh, live and in color.
There.
Can you see
I
us?
am.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Really?
Yeah. It.
Well, we can.
It's okay.
Yeah, well, it'll take a few.
Damn dial-up connection.
Yes. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Someone picked up the phone upstairs and knocked us off for a second.
Absolutely. All right, so now that we're waiting for you, we can see your beautiful face.
Yes.
Can't see ours yet. Common sense in a public setting.
Mm-hmm.
The most. Let's do this. Let's go around the room and talk about what you hate the most about public.
I like
And
this
I'm going to
topic.
say people, my two are going to be people that don't care about anybody else around them, and people that, there's so many, but I want to touch on the two. So people that don't care around them, no respect, and people that
It's tough. It's tough to kind of.
it's tough.
Narrow
Because
it
there's a
down.
lot of things I
Yeah.
should be writing down during the day, and I don't.
Keep a note on your phone. Just
Oh, people lying to you. How's that?
yeah.
So people trusting the surroundings and lying. What's your
Fucking
thing?
liars. Well, I think we talked about this once before on the show. Because most of my day is spent driving, I have a lot of traffic issues, but I don't like people who use their horn for pretty much fucking anything. Like, it's one thing if you're going to give it like a quick tap to get someone's attention, like someone's backing out of a space and they almost back in and you give a little beep just to let them know, like, hey, there's a car behind you. But it's like when you're like changing lanes or when you're driving and people just choose to be mad at you for whatever reason and just lay that horn. It is like the most annoying thing. It's just, it's a cause of so much of my rage.
Okay.
It's just, I hate that shit. It's like, especially because it's like I see so many accidents that happen because people felt the need to use their horn instead of focusing on driving. You know, it's like if you didn't go for that horn thing to like let the person know how pissed you were at their bad driving,
Okay.
maybe you would have avoided an accident. You idiot. So that'll be my point.
Kendall?
I think kind of touching on what you said too, like people who like have no self-awareness or like a sense of urgency, and this happens to me all the time. You know, for work, you know, we're carrying a lot of heavy equipment, and you know, you're trying to you know move, and people are standing there looking at their phone, you know, trudging around like they're walking through snow and not even paying attention. Like I'm trying to get by. Like just be aware. Like know what's going on around you.
Oh,
Drives
you're
me
starting
nuts.
to piss me off, you little piglet son of a bitch.
Nothing's that heavy.
Yeah, it's heavy.
It's a bin full of pins.
Well, now when you got System 1.
I know, it is a bin full of pins.
Oh, God.
All right, Mike, what about you?
5,000 pins.
Are we skipping Rebecca?
You want to do it, Rebecca? I don't think she gets mad at anything, does she?
No, I do.
Okay.
Have you seen her with Kendall on a Monday night?
Oh.
That's most nice.
People who pee on things that shouldn't be peed on? No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Like after being bit by a jellyfish?
No. Like
No.
someone's dishes.
I know there's no such thing as a stupid question, but people who ask stupid questions of all ages, I don't care. Like, if you say, like, my shirt is blue, and then they're like, oh, what color's your shirt? Like, I know that's a really bad example.
No, it's not.
But, like, if you give the information, it's one thing to not understand it, but to, like, just blatantly ignore it, it really makes me mad.
Okay.
That's a good one.
I can't stand when people don't have patience in a situation that no one can control.
Right.
So, like, for example, security in an airport. I can't stand when people lose their minds that the line is long and it's not going, like, lightning fast. That drives me crazy.
I had a guy today in the buffet line was so pissed because it wasn't moving fast. You people are stupid.
But even like
Gutted potatoes now.
like if you're at like a deli and you see 6 people working like hustling to and people get like upset that their number's not getting called fast. Like no one can control it. Like shut up.
That's a good one too.
Boo, that noise in the background is us, not you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's the fan. It's like anything else, Mike?
That's really the big one. Is just when people are impatient for no reason at all.
Good one.
Okay. So now, we'll start with mine.
You're going to skip me?
Oh, Boo, I forgot. Yeah, I thought you went. Go ahead.
Children annoy me anyway, but children in public settings, when their parents refuse to take control of them. There you all are. Hello.
Yay! Dial up. You got his AOL CD in the mail.
I gotta call Snet in the morning.
All right, go ahead.
But yeah, it really annoys me when.
Uh-oh.
You know what really annoys us? When your fucking
Cliffhanger.
shit cuts out. God damn it.
And too, he was right to get to it. Like the
It's a
big reveal.
cliffhanger.
Seriously. I want to add one, and it's people that don't understand social cues.
Yes.
As Rebecca raises her.
Yep.
I'm still sitting here. I'll make sure it ain't me.
That's annoying.
She's not that bad.
I'm sitting at 300 mags. I don't know what's going on. Look, I can get a witness, right? Okay.
We could do pretty much anything, but
All right. Hey, Poopy's here.
You can't go that way.
the sound of defeat.
Sorry. You want to take your stuff over? I'll help you.
Okay, Poopy. Stephen Dillard Carroll hung up. Should we wait for him?
We should rate the quality of the call first.
Yeah, I'm going to
2 stars
rate it.
for
Yeah.
me.
No, I'm going to give it a 1. Okay, thanks.
Any reasons why?
Other side could not see my video. Okay.
You think anyone at Skype's like, damn, another one?
As the guy's just putting mayo on anything.
Yeah, that's fine. Oh, yeah, I need one. Sounds like we're in a fucking...
Refrigerator.
right?
I tell you what, though, it's not smoldering, so I'm all for it.
Were you guys hot last night?
Well, I was melting.
Nice and toasty.
It was toasty down here.
Now that you know, I can only bring you to the lake. Here comes Boo. Video 2. Here comes Boo.
Here's Steven.
Ooh, chick fillet.
We're having fun at your expense.
Oh.
No, it's a song we sing. So the ring goes, here comes Boo. We hope with video 2. Here comes Boo. All right, so what is yours before we lose you again?
Well, just children in general, but children in public, especially with parents that don't give a fuck, it's just really, really annoying to me.
What else?
That's really it, especially in restaurants. It's like, control your kids in restaurants.
Screaming
Control.
child.
Exactly. Control your kids in restaurants. That's all.
Yeah, if your kid's being fussy before you walk out the door, don't walk in a door with that kid.
Babe,
exactly.
Babe, 2 things you hate.
2 things I hate.
It could be 1.
You don't hate
I hate
much.
a lot of things. I hate a lot of things, especially at work. I have a lot of pet peeves.
You hate my new job?
It's because we work with pets.
No, I hate when people call an animal hospital filled with animals, and all they say is, "Hi, I'm calling to check on my pet."
After Ricky's done and after we're done with this bit, I got my diagnosis, so we'll talk about that too. Go ahead. What else?
What else? Probably a lot of the things that you guys already mentioned.
Oh, that's got to be yours. We got to fill 3 hours.
How about your experience when you just got food? Anything negative come from that?
No, it's Chick-fil-A. They're very polite there.
All right, well,
This is true.
They probably put gas in her car.
That's because at Chick-fil-A they don't have to deal with
white people.
Gays. No, I'm kidding. I'm
or
kidding,
gay
bro.
people, yeah.
Gays.
Yeah.
Well, there was a well, maybe he wasn't, but maybe I'm stereotyping or profiling. But the guy behind me, I'm pretty sure was
sleeping.
He
with
was
the
happy
enemy.
to eat there.
I tell you what, I have to agree. I don't agree with their policy, but that's probably the best chicken
It is
sandwich I've
really
ever
good.
had.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
No, really?
He doesn't like. He wants
If
his
it's
chicken.
thick, I don't like it.
It's got to be like super thin,
Super
paper
thin,
thin.
Thin and dry.
He does not like
So-
big
so
meat.
you're-
but,
you're a-
Thin and dry like a 3-year-old vagina.
Jerky.
So you're like a Dutch's chicken sandwich
Yeah,
guy.
yeah. The drier, the better.
Dude, I was at
Burger King has the
I
best
was just
chicken
gonna say,
sandwich.
I got a Burger King crispy chicken sandwich for the first time ever a couple of days ago because I won one. Like they were doing one of those like little contests and you know.
Prize wheel. You
Yeah.
got-
So I won. I won the chicken sandwich. I was like, fuck it, I'll get a free chicken sandwich, and it was like one of the best fucking chicken sandwiches I've ever
You
had.
gotta get the original with no mayonnaise. It's
Yeah?
the best.
Yeah, that's like
There's enough
a
grease in it.
centimeter thick.
Yeah, the crispy chicken's good though.
There's enough grease in it to cover the mayonnaise thing. So all right, so at a buffet. I'm at a buffet today, right? Company pays for it. I said, well, what the hell? I might as well go eat lunch, right? I'm waiting. Got to kill time. I got to put hours on the clock.
Was it at the casino?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where else am I every day now?
Fair. I'm just.
Go in there. There's a line. The reason there's a line is because there's every elderly group that happens to go to the casino. If you go to the casino during the day from 6 in the morning, they get there till like 6 at night. It is like the mall. They're walking. They got their sprint shoes. They got their envelopes full of money. You know they don't have a debit card because they go to the bank and get the money in the envelope still.
Yeah.
And they're pulling out their 10s and 20s. And they're bitching and they're this and that. So now it's time to eat lunch. Let's go to lunch. You go in line. Now, okay, I understand you're old. But if you're old enough or if you're coherent enough to go to a buffet, then I'm not going to have any sympathy for you. If I am standing in line, it does not give you the right, if you're 90 or 70, to walk in front of me while I'm reaching for food. Like you don't even see me. I'm right here. I'm working for a living. I have to be out of here before you. You're either going to die or catch a bus. There's only 2 things that's going to happen today. You're going to have a stroke or you're going to catch the bus home. Right or wrong? At that age. I have to go back to work for another 15 years, okay? Let me eat my lunch. And then I'm trying to walk, there's a buffet line you're supposed to follow a rule. I don't. I always hop. Because I'm not going to sit there and watch an old lady decide if she wants a potato or a sweet potato or corn or something that she can't chew or whatever. I'm not going to wait. Especially when the line is like backed up and then there's all open line. I'm going to jump and go grab what I want. I see what I want. I go around her. What does she do? She turns around like I'm not even there and then starts to walk and she's talking to her friend like I got to go around her. Like I'm not important enough to fucking you could turn around. So then I go and I sit down and I put my little TV on because I like to watch TV at lunch. You think you could turn that down? No. My table, $25 for lunch. I paid for this. I'm already mad. I paid for this. This is Chicago PD. But it's a good show.
Yeah, tune in. You might like it.
She looks at me like, no, I am not. And it's not, and I didn't want to take it out on her. It's just I'm sick of fucking people thinking that their day is more important than mine.
Right.
We all have an important day. And if you are walking in a walkway and you got 3 of your friends, don't boo fucking 4 wide. Don't go 4 wide. We want to go around you. And then when we try to go around you, you go slower. Like I said, you're either catching a bus or a stroke. You don't need to fucking not let me go. I have a toolbox behind me. I've been there since Monday. I went to Boston. I left at 5 in the morning. I left Foxwoods at 2 in the morning.
Jeez.
I'm not here to fucking play. Okay? I'm not. I had a 22-hour day fucking Monday. I gotta go. And then they're fucking like, and then it brings me back to the coffee dude. Mm-hmm. I go to get a coffee this morning. He's standing in front of the creamer. Move aside. Yeah, with the sugar packets.
Do I want 3 or 5 today?
And then he's got to taste it. Bro, grab and go. You know, what else was my other one? What did I say?
Liars.
Oh. Yeah. Like, when you, I don't know if I should bring it up with Kendall in the room, but he already knows. When you're promised something and you are the face of one day of the week on a show, and you've done back-to-back events, you've done things you didn't get paid for, you've driven to Florida, you've helped out, you basically lost your job. It just was your fault, but you lost your job because you wanted to.
In favor of the thing that you are.
Right. I'm not blaming them for losing my job.
No,
okay. But I've lost a lot of things. Time with my wife, time with my kids. Mm-hmm. And I've sent emails, and I've been told on the emails, once something comes up, we'll talk. Mm-hmm. Well, since then, I've seen 3 people get hired behind me. Mm-hmm. If you don't like my voice or if you don't like my shit on the radio, then just say, no, you're not a fit. Don't say, oh, we'll cross that bridge when, and then you hire someone that doesn't even have a radio voice. Mm-hmm. He thinks he's a comedian. I don't think he's funny. I'm not saying that because I'm mad. I don't think he's funny. Look what happened to Flanders. He thought he was going to up and come, and now he's gone. Like, you don't even hear his name anymore.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Like, he tried to fucking take over, like, do the street team and then do the lunches and do this, and they don't even talk about him anymore. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. I'm not the only street Pete that'll ever be there again. Yeah. But it's my time right now, and I'm getting overlooked. And I got a feeling if I go to write this email that I want to write, it's going to be, well, you are a part of the morning show. Well, no, I'm not. I'm not.
Not officially.
I'm not officially. Oh, if you burn this bridge, then you won't be. A lot of scenarios in my head today at work. If you burn this bridge, you'll never get a chance in radio. Well, yeah, I got a basement. Don't lie to me. Why do you got to lie to me? This fucking guy does. Maybe I don't have a radio voice, but when I go on that compressed mic on Monday, it sounds pretty fucking good to me. It even takes care of my lisp. It takes care of everything. I think I sound pretty bassy. You know? I go, why don't I get these fucking bits for you?
Can I offer a suggestion, and maybe I'm wrong on this, but is it possible that because you are Street Pete right now, they don't want to lose the fact that you're the guy you're the Street Pete? That's kind of your persona to them.
Well, then why not spill that over into a weekend shift?
Sure. Oh, I'm not saying they're being smart about it. But what I'm saying is that possible? You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I'm not there. I'm not.
I don't know either.
I'm just like.
So these people that did they get hired full time or something?
No, everybody starts out part time. It's not a big paying gig, but it leads to other things.
So they're on air for 4 hours, like
4 hours once a week.
4 hours once a week, but they're not being paid for it.
No, they are being paid for it. But here's the thing: there was a guy named Dave who was on the air 4 hours once a week. He landed an afternoon drive in Buffalo. He's got his own show in Buffalo on a country station, which is heard in Canada too. So the weekend gigs, like that's the progression. You go from what I'm doing to or street team, and then you go to the weekend, and if they like you, you can send your tapes out, or if your company you work for likes you, they bring you up. That's how Ryan got to be where he is, right? Since then, 3 other people have come on, and 2 of them, Stephanie's good. I like Stephanie. She used to be on CCC. All right, I understand her, right? She's a girl. She sounds hot. Sounds hot. Nah. I said she sounds hot.
Yeah, I heard you.
Okay.
Keep going.
And she's radio. This other guy's a comedian that does a podcast. He's no different than Dave Sheehan. We all know Dave's funny, but let's face it, he's not at Caroline's right yet, right? Mm-hmm. This guy Pat thinks he's the fucking best thing since sliced bread. He does that humor that I'll give you an example of what humor he does. He'll be like, all right, so the other day I lit a fucking cat on fire. Yeah. And he ends everything like that. Oh, the other day there was a girl walking down the street and I called her a fat bitch. Anyways, that kind of humor, that guy. Yeah. You know, am I making a good example?
Yeah, like the not funny comedian.
Right.
Well, and the other thing is, aren't most radio stations not letting DJs do anything except for announce the next song anyway? So, how is he getting airtime to even crack jokes? I mean, I thought that was generally reserved for morning and afternoon drive.
He's not. I'm saying they hired him, and he's a mediocre. I have more listeners and followers on Spreaker than he does at his own podcast. He's had a couple of breaks where he's been at comics. He's been on. You remember Opie and Anthony? He's been on Anthony's show. Okay, he's got some shit. He's got some.
You wrestled a midget.
I wrestled a fucking midget. Okay?
Yeah.
They're coming back, by the way.
I know. I wrestled the midget. I've got the longest running bit in history. In history. As far as someone getting audio. In history. Smith and Barber, Chaz and AJ, the longest running bit in history.
Yeah.
I know.
So I have to say it again, in history. Yeah. On the mighty PLR. I proved myself. I've worked I've worked 3 shifts for these motherfuckers. Not Kendall, I love him. It's not Kendall's fault. I'm not mad at Kendall.
He's one of them. It's all right. Throw him in.
Yeah, he is one of them.
Oh.
No, he's always, when I'm ready to fucking drink bleach, he's ready to take it out of my hand. It's a figure of speech.
Yeah, I want to share.
Yeah.
I'm thirsty, too.
He just wants the first shot.
But I said to Ricky yesterday, I said, you know, when we decided to get rid of PPRN, it was hard, but we did it. Yeah. When we decided, and Ricky's always said to me, babe, when it's time and it's in your heart, it's time. And I'm reading it. I need to stay off Facebook is the problem. Because I'm reading on Facebook how this fucking troll got a fucking job at a place that we've been busting our ass at. Because I got another friend of mine who's been busting his ass and fucking tried to get on there and hasn't.
Because I like to be positive, I'm going to throw this out there too. Could it be that maybe your time just hasn't come yet? And it's not because you haven't been putting the work, but maybe there's something bigger for you there on
maybe the air conditioner isn't fucking working because I'm sweating my ass off.
Well, you have the door wide open.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
it's supposed to suck in oxygen first.
I'm telling you, it is 1,000% better than yesterday.
Yeah. I'm just trying to say, like, it could be.
You know what? You're like Ricky. Maybe this,
probably.
maybe they're nice.
Well,
fuck that.
Well, what I'm trying to say is, yeah, I mean, probably. This is why we love each other.
I know.
This is how our love works.
You guys are
'cause
fucking
we're
twins.
positive
That makes
people.
me sick.
Right. Well, no, I mean, the thing is, like, we don't want you to see you beat yourself up over something that could potentially not be the way you're looking at it. Like, you're saying, oh, this motherfucker got this job here and this motherfucker got this job there. But maybe it's because this motherfucker sitting here talking about it, they have some, they're like, maybe that opportunity came and they were like, Pete's better than that. Like, really, we're going to give him Saturday morning or whatever the fuck. You know, it's like no one listens on Saturday morning. Pete, they listen to him on Mondays. They listen to him. When something opens up where they'll listen to him, we'll give him that.
Do you think he's thinking that? Honestly, you know,
I'm just,
you know
better. I'm trying.
Kendall knows better. I know, Boo. You're right.
Glass half full.
You don't need a psychic to fucking figure that part out. Right?
And here's the thing.
I love your optimism, though.
I mean, and you're right in as much as Pete should not be focusing in on what other people are doing. He should be more focused in on, okay, well, I'm going to ride this until the wheels fall off. And while I'm riding this, I'm looking elsewhere because, quite frankly, Chaz and AJ will be carted out of that studio feet first in a bag.
Did the ratings come out yet?
I think they had to have, but I don't.
Any talk around the shop?
I haven't heard anything.
They were supposed to come out last week.
They have to be out. It's got to be. The only thing I heard was that Fox thing.
Okay. Fox went up.
Yeah, that's all I heard.
But at the same time, I mean, like I said, it's very, very clear that, to me, that they are not looking for Pete to do anything than what he's doing right now. And so because of that, I would encourage you, Peter, to, ride that until the wheels fall off. And while you're riding it, look elsewhere, because I don't think that your future is anywhere near PLR. It might be on a sister station, but it certainly won't be on PLR.
But then the part of that, Kendall.
So I understand your frustration entirely, and it goes.
Kendall doesn't want to lose me. That's the problem.
And it goes like this.
He knows I'm going to fire off an email that's going to it's going to make Channel 8 news. But go ahead.
Let's say if it's not going to happen, I don't want to be led along. Just hey, just be straight with me. Like, hey, listen, this is not.
But how do you write that email without being a dick?
You let me write it.
Yeah, you'll be sucking his cock through the email. I can't let you write it.
I would rather.
He needs to know I'm mad.
I don't want to write it. I'm just saying, like, you shouldn't write it if you
I
don't
would
want to
rather
come
be
off
told
as a dick.
that I'm no good and be mad about it for a week than be maybe get something like, oh, maybe next time we'll get you, or you can only cross a bridge so many times.
Right.
So that's the way I see it. But I'm in the camp as well that perhaps maybe it just is not the time. It doesn't mean you should stop trying. You've given a lot. You've given a whole freaking lot, and I know it. I've seen it, and it doesn't always work out. It's not fair. It's
but besides yourself, there's nobody on that fucking street team that doesn't work as hard. It works harder than me. He's new. I can't doubt that. He's new.
He's probably right though.
He's new. He hasn't done doubles. He hasn't done the toy drive from Thursday at fucking 9 o'clock at night to fucking Friday at 6 o'clock at night. He hasn't done that yet. I'm not saying Mike's not a hard worker. I'm saying he hasn't put the time in yet. But he's not looking for the same thing that I am either.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You're right. Absolutely.
I've the past 2 years, I've sat at that fucking toy fucking store or that furniture store at 9 o'clock at night while you went home. While you did a 14-hour shift prior. I went in there at 9 o'clock at night and stayed till fucking next day and then did the whole show. I sat with AJ overnight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny.
For $10 an hour.
Yeah.
And I got a fucking email thanking everybody but you, or thank me, but didn't thank you for being there. Like, I sat there overnight and had to go to my other job, too, at 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Drove to Florida on my own fucking, pulling in my own donations. Not one person in that building gave me shit. Not even the person that was trying to orchestrate it. Didn't give me shit. My friend from fucking childhood bought the truck that I drove down with. Bob's fucking friends were the ones that donated the clothes and the money and everything. You gave us stuff. You know what I mean? Like, nobody in that building gave us anything. Nobody. But they want to fucking advertise it. Oh, Street Pete. Going to Florida and then do pictures. And it's about make you look good because I'm part of you. Yo, I was ready to fire off an email last night. I was like, fucking Kendall. I'm like, don't book me for shit because I'm about to be going. I was ready. I'm like, what do I got to lose? I've made it this far. I can get on another station. Will it be in Connecticut? No. No. But if I can get on a morning show and have the longest running fucking bit, that tells me something. I've just been too boggled down with my job to fucking even pursue radio again. That's hence why we're doing once a week. It's ridiculous. I'm loving the checks, don't get me wrong. But I had to come home at 2 in the morning Monday, and I fucking slept till 2 in the afternoon yesterday. When do I have time to do anything?
Yeah.
And then I get up and I read, training for this. I'm like, you motherfucker. So that's my lie. People lie. Like, I'm not even going to, I tell you guys all the time, one day, I'm not going to say, I've been telling Boo for 5 years, one day, we're going to get picked up one day. We don't know what day, but one day. I'm not going to tell him to, hey, you know what, next year, I'm going to fucking pound the pavement, and we're going to be fucking on Sirius XM, whatever. Never do I say we're going to be. I think I've gotten farther than when I first met Boo. And he knows he's my Robin. He knows that. You know what I mean? Like, he knows that.
Well, and let me jump in here. My style of confrontation is rarely in anger. It's rarely that, because people just don't respond to that. People in general, when you're coming in hot, they immediately turn off to that, and they turn their ears off, and they're not really listening to you, unless it comes to that point wherein the only way to get their attention is to be angry at them. My style would be, again, to say, I'm doing this, and then when you do get that offer, say, hey, I'm giving you my 2-week notice. Well, why are you leaving? Well, I got this offer. Well, we want you to stay. Well, match that offer.
Give me a reason.
That way the ball is in your court. You can say, look, I'm leaving, and if you want me to stay, then you're going to have to pay me.
No, they're going to be like, bye.
Period. And for me, coming in, with both guns blazing, saying, I've done this, I've done that, I've done the other thing, that way may all be well and true, but thanks for the ratings. See ya. There's another street, Pete. You've said it yourself. You're not the only one.
They tried 8 times, by the way.
Well,
just saying.
Well, but I'm also saying that I would do it like a baller. I would go in and, again, do whatever they ask me to a certain point, and, search out someplace else. That way, when you do get that offer, you can say match it or I'm out.
This man right here is the reason I didn't send the email yesterday. So.
Who, Mike?
No.
I say,
my boss.
Oh.
He's the reason I didn't send it. He calmed me down.
That's my boy. That's my boy.
I was ready to copy the fucking dude that owned the station, bro. I was typing. I was what?
Just settle. Can you work for me tomorrow? Can you work tomorrow?
Hey, can you come in at 4 a.m.? 4 a.m.
I was ready to listen. I was ready to go hire a private eye and get nude pics of the owner's fucking wife cheating on him. I was ready to get some blackmail or something. Something's got to be happening in that building. Yeah, I'm about to get dirty. But I was mad yesterday. Now I'm a little better today. But see, my email is going to be, you've been lying. You know what I'm capable of. I've done over 2,000 hours. I counted them for free. At least put me on the air, and then if I suck, you can just say, all right, you didn't get out. But you won't even do that. You don't respect me. When I needed a job, y'all weren't there for me. Hence why I had to get this Vegas job. You were not there for me. When I asked you to your face and I needed something, you were not there for me. Ticket gate.
But what are you hoping to? What are you hoping to accomplish with that email?
At this point,
because that sounds like I quit.
At this point, it's gonna be an email to where it's, yo, you've been lying to me. This is what I do. This is what I offer. This is not fair. And other street teamers feel the same way. They've worked 3 years without a fucking raise. He's gonna hear it at the meeting. That one guy's gonna bring it up again. You know that.
I know.
Brandon, right?
Yeah.
He's gonna bring it up.
I know.
I love that dude. We all worked for 3 years. Kendall's been there for 4. Never got. Well, he got the job. Whatever. No one's ever gotten a raise. You send us to these events alone now. You don't even send the people with us. But you want us to take pictures while we got to fucking watch a table. If we walk from the table, you get mad at us because we're not with the people. But you want us to go out and put the fucking sign up and take pictures. And then you want us to text you on our own data. Thank God people like me have a job and we can afford data. These high school kids can't afford data. Right?
Yeah, right.
Am I right or wrong?
No, you're right.
We got to send you 5 pictures, otherwise we get written up. And then you send us a camera that fucking, I think you still have to bring to the little Kodak fucking hut in the plazas. You know what I mean? And I'm not angry. I'm very, very appreciative of the things that I've made it to a station where my fucking brothers grew up on. They were 5 years old when PLR came out. It's a big thing. It's a big thing in my town. When Ricky and I go to Naugatuck, it's all you hear. Street Pete, Street Pete, Street Pete, Street Pete. That's all you hear.
Yep.
They even people that hated me, they love me now. We walked into a bar, and what night was that? It was the festival.
I don't know.
We got the pizza from Milford and Naugatuck. And
Yeah, but I don't remember when
all
it
right,
was.
so we were in there, and this guy hated my guts. I walk in, he goes, Streepy. It's a hometown Naugatuck thing, and I'm very proud of that. And I love it. I saw a guy in Mohegan the other day. He's like, hey, Streepy. Yeah. You know, it's nice. But it's not that I've gotten handed to me. I put the work in. So my email is going to be like, whoa, I have to calm down. Because my email is either going to be, fuck you, I've done this, and this is what you fucking do, and I don't really give a fuck if you blacklist me. You only pay me $10 an hour, 3 years without a raise. It's going to be their whole go fuck yourself email, or it's going to be their why are you doing this to me email. What am I not doing? Why don't you tell me what I'm not doing to be on the air? Because I killed Ryan's bits. I had a bit the other day he got fucking compliments on. You know, Miguel.
Yeah, Miguel.
Yeah. I don't understand.
Okay, well, I think you need to really decide then what it is that you are trying to accomplish with this email, because what all I'm hearing is "fuck you, I quit." If you're wanting to go the other route of what do I need to do, then you need to word the email that way. By saying I'm not mad about this, I just don't know what more I can do to secure, a weekend spot on the air. And can you help me and tell me what I can do? If they come back with, some positive information, then you know what to do. But if they come back with, we just don't have the time or the money or the resources or the space for you, then you know what to do with that as well. So I would encourage you to go with the second route instead of the first route, because the first route is basically saying, fuck you, I quit. And again, they can find other bits.
What do I have to lose?
I don't know how to answer that. But,
what do I have to lose?
But I agree with Boo, and you could still give X, Y, and Z, like, hey, I have done this, and that, because that is pertinent, relevant information, and it
Kendall
helps
just
your
doesn't want
case.
to lose me.
Well,
I'm kidding.
because it's one of the best
I'm kidding.
workers I've ever had. I know you're kidding, but I'm trying to instill this confidence too for you that
Yeah, but I don't have your kind of fuck everything. They're not gonna like me. You gave up. I'm not saying you gave up, but you learned to move on.
Yeah.
I want to know why. You're like Ricky. You guys are twins. All right, fuck it, whatever. That's not me. I want to know why. Is it because of my psoriasis on my elbows? Is it because I have a space in my tooth? Is it my lisp? I mean, that's radio. If it's my lisp, then I'll go get my teeth fixed. What is it? I've done enough for you so where you can tell me what it is. Right, Mike?
I think that's fair. I mean, at least to know. If they have a reason, I mean, why not tell you?
Yeah.
When the boss wanted to find out what's going on at massage parlors, who do you think he asked first? Right?
Yeah.
Risk your marriage to go to a massage parlor? I'm going to say yeah.
Thanks.
Babe, you know.
I know.
Don't even get nasty.
I just had the appointment anyway. It just happens to line up.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Want to propel down a building? Yeah, okay.
I know. Listen, you were the first guy up.
I'm
every
angry.
time. I know you are.
But you can't go to them angry.
Oh, but
you can't write them angry. You can't.
But I have a case if it doesn't go my way. I have other things that I can use that I don't want to.
Doesn't matter if you go to them angry. It doesn't.
You can't lead off angry.
Yeah.
You can end up angry, but you can't lead off with anger.
If you lead off with anger, then there's no future.
There's
there
nowhere
for
to
you.
go.
But in an email, because he doesn't let you go in his office. In an email, it's going to sound angry. Why am I being overlooked? This is what I do for the company.
But you can set up an email a meeting rather.
Someone needs to write it for you.
You could set up a meeting with everybody you need to. You write an email, generic one, and you copy all the people that need to be in it, and then either they make that meetings. They kind of have a responsibility as the upper people of the company to meet with their employees. That is like a thing they have to do. So you copy all the people you think need to be.
Alan, Keith, and Kristen.
Kevin.
Kevin.
Why
did I say Alan, Keith, and Kristen?
Well, she's the general manager.
Kevin, Kevin.
Yeah. So you copy all those people, like, hey,
Kevin?
Okay. Say, hey, listen, I just want to talk. I kind of want to get an understanding for everything, and then you set up that meeting, whatever that is, and then you bring forward all these things that you've mentioned now, and then you kind of see what they say, and then depending on what the outcome is from that meeting, then you could take whatever action you feel is necessary.
I hate you fucking straight-minded people.
I
just want to go in there with a fucking oar and just start beating people.
you.
Just put him on. Just put him on.
Oh, he's making so much
I want to
popcorn.
go in and humiliate him. I'm going to walk in with a gun and bring all these costumes. You put the diaper on and shit in it and stay in it for fucking 2 hours. I don't know, cops will be outside. I'll come out when all my fucking demands are fulfilled.
Just give me a minute.
You two, I know you fuck, start fucking now.
And if you didn't do it anyway.
Yeah.
And I want
you dance like a fucking T-Rex. Start dancing. But you hear careers that ended that were like this. Like Howard did it. He did what Boo said. Howard went to fucking Hartford. He said, I want my money. They're like, fuck you. He's like, all right, I'm going to D.C.
Yeah.
Went to D.C., did the same thing. Fuck you. All right, I'm going to fucking that country station he went to. Asked for my money, did the same thing. He went to another station. Asked for my money, did the same thing. Went to New York. Ended up making millions.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing, too. I mean, if you're going to stick to this, then you got to kind of have a plan in your own mind. Because if you go in and they're like, well, no, but can you still do Street Pete? And you're like, yeah, all right.
And that's what's going to happen. Because if the bit was stale, they would have canceled it by now. You don't know these people.
No, I know, but that's what I mean. Like, you can't. They can't expect you to look for this answer.
And the thing is, they know that they can't get another me because they've tried 8 times. And the thing that's about it is those fucking idiots that they make try come to me and say, "How do you do it?"
It's all in the name. The rhyming is key. Until Greg Legg comes around,
They sent this intern to Waterbury fucking courthouse. Ricky can get interviews.
Yeah.
Waterbury courthouse is like, one day I went to Waterbury courthouse, I picked Kendall up. I had 4 of them in not even 20 minutes. Nice. Larry Jeter.
Oil pan on the fridge.
Got my car back with oil pan on fucked up.
Guy's a legend.
4 of them I got. Jeez. She's like, I went to Waterbury courthouse and the guy wanted me to pay $20 for an interview.
That's funny.
It's an eye. I have an eye for it. And that's my fucking, that's my thing, that's why it works. They don't know what I do. I was told I couldn't do it. You can't do fake ones. Forget that.
You have to have.
He's right. I can't do fake ones. I can't do fake ones. He's right.
Yeah. Can't fake that shit.
No, can't fake
it's
a
real.
one.
It's
gotta be the real thing.
Yeah.
And then question the one that is real.
I know. It makes no sense.
That is pretty good.
Larry Jeter's real.
Yeah.
Didn't they look him up too? And he had like a. Right?
No, they looked up
Oh,
the guy
somebody
that
else,
got caught
somebody
in Walmart.
Right. Okay. I was getting those.
Larry
confused. I thought it was
Jeter.
the same.
Larry Jeter's real.
I mean, Larry Jeter's watching reruns of the Jeffersons right now.
Larry,
get more real.
and that dude was going in. I got him at the tail end. I'm proud of stuff that I do, and I'm more hurt and upset that it's not being noticed anymore. That's all. I know what the fucking dollar per hour is. I know what's up. It's not a fucking money. It's not about money. It's not the end all to be all to end all fucking job. It's not even. It's barely gonna buy me and Ricky dinner the way we eat. That check. I got it paid today. I was like, Jesus Christ.
No, Chick-fil-A is expensive though.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a $7 sandwich.
I used to love being able to do 3 or 4 events a week. I used to love it. The checks were nice. Can't do it no more. I mean, I could, but Kendall don't ask me no more.
Hey,
He's got a lot of people. I understand.
You got a big Saturday coming up.
I know. As long as he's got me for the fucking golf and the toy drive, that's fine. Which Mike and Ricky should do too, by the way. I'm not trying to tell you to do your job.
Hey, they're available.
Oh, Ricky works, or Mike works too, right? Fridays.
Yeah, this is the morning.
Which Friday is it?
23rd.
Yeah, I don't know. I gotta look.
We need a lot of people for that.
Yeah, well, it's basically it's three shifts of people.
Yeah. Yeah, I do all 3 shifts. Yeah. You go at night, the night before, and I go in at 5 or 4.
What's that, August 23rd?
Yeah. We drive to Oxford, and we don't leave until dark.
Wow.
But don't you volunteer to do that, Pete?
No, I get paid for that.
Well, what I'm saying is...
You're saying volunteer to do the 3
Oh,
shifts.
yeah, listen, if it wasn't for Kendall and Drew, I'd have been gone by now. I love Drew. I loved you. And Drew loves me.
Well, I mean, I mean, you can't complain about something if you voluntarily
No.
it.
The volunteer I'm complaining about is the one I don't get paid for.
Right.
And get treated like shit. The one I get paid for, I get treated very well. Because my buddy over here is an amazing boss, but so is Drew too. Drew has talked me off the ledge a few times. And then hanging out with the dude is just amazing. He's such a retard. Oh dear. Everything. But he's a really, really sweet guy, really nice guy. He's fun to be around.
Yeah. Salt of the earth, as they say.
He is, and it's like, all right, try to do what you can with the stuff I gave you. He gives us 4 razors, 10 stickers, and a fucking ballot box.
Yeah.
Try to make do with this. And maybe he's been giving us shirts lately. Steve, he gives us half the closet.
I pack all those bins.
Oh, you do now?
Yeah, that's me.
I'm sure that at the discretion of Drew. Oh, no. Too many razors, Kendall.
Well, Drew Sheets, he tells me the exact number of
yeah, exactly.
Wait, you're giving out razors?
Yeah, Bic.
Yeah, Bic gave us, like, no exaggeration, like 35 boxes of razors. And
Tell you what, those were a hit at the Oakdale.
Are they?
Those were a hit.
Well, and they're nice razors. They're not cheap. They're actually fairly nice.
No, they're the ones with the ball, boo.
Okay.
Yeah, and they shave nice.
Yeah, I think it's like a vibrator also.
So who do you give them to? Because it seems like that would
kids.
be a safety hazard.
Our bathroom has like 5 of them.
Well, it just seems like giving them away would be like a safety hazard.
No, they're in packages, and we give them to adults.
We give them strictly children, like, oh, want to play with the spaceship? Just be careful.
Our last meeting, we were told to cater to a certain age group. No lie.
Well, just take off your shirt at this point, Peter.
So if I were to go to take a picture with somebody, if they're not in a certain age group, we were told not to take their picture. Which I understand, because 14-year-olds aren't listening to PLR.
Oh, interesting.
It's a demographic. I get it. It's radio. It's not a bad thing. It's not against the law.
Yeah.
But 15-year-olds don't listen to PLR. They don't even know who we are. I did that race Saturday or Sunday. I was like, who are you? What's this?
Real quick, I wrote this down. I'm sorry, I don't want to topic jump.
Somebody talk shit about me?
No. Yeah, this happened to me. I was at an event, and in Stamford at this, like, it's called the City Challenge. They do, like, an obstacle course.
Heard about that.
It was kind of cool. But this woman comes up to me, and she goes, oh, no one listens to the radio anymore. It's like, imagine if I walked
would call her a whore.
It's like if I walked into where she works, like, oh, so do you sift through cat shit for a living? Like,
no one watches Maude anymore, bitch.
I said, why would you say that? Like, this is like I'm working here. Like, I'm not just like.
I like the people that come up. Are you on the show? Nope. Oh, so you're like a nobody down there, huh?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, thanks. I don't.
Yeah, they
I
make
don't
you
know
feel
you
like
at
shit.
all.
Or they tell you about they were the first person at Woodstock.
Well, that's like I was listening to a podcast with Mark Hamill, who played Luke Skywalker, and he said that like sometimes he'll be at parties and people come up and be like, you know, I got to tell you, I've never seen Star Wars, or I really don't like Star Wars, and he's like I fucking need to know that. Like,
I know,
you know what I mean? It's like what fires in people's brains to come up and just like say shit like that to somebody? Like
a complete stranger.
Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, you know, it's like.
Oh, so you're a piece of shit, aren't you? Yeah, thanks.
I get it all the time. Like, so which DJ are you? I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not a DJ. Oh, okay. Well, can I get a sticker if you want it?
Yeah, they're right there.
They're pretty much right there.
Ripe for the taking.
Yeah. I was gonna give you a shirt till you till that shit fell out of your mouth.
Yeah.
Now you're getting a sticker. So we're gonna take a break and we'll do the rest of the table and then my diagnosis, which isn't.
What about
Ricky thinks I'm a hypochondriac, but
we haven't
I knew
heard-
there was something wrong.
We haven't heard from Hollywood in a while either. We should.
Yeah, we
should
got
do
some
of
raw
that. I
Hollywood
wanna hear
things.
some booze in-
He don't do them no
input.
more. He's Mr. Now that he's single again, he'll be doing them again.
Oh, there you go.
He was too busy with Perfect Day Guy.
Oh no, let's not go opening that wound.
We'll be right back.
Moving forwards, using all my breath. Making love to you was never second best. I saw the world crashing all around your face. Never really knowing it was always mesh and lace. I'll stop the world and melt with you. You've seen the difference and it's getting better all the time. There's nothing you and I won't do. I'll stop the world and melt with you. Dream out better lives, the kind which never hates. Trapped in a state of imaginary grace. I've made a pilgrimage to save this human's race. Never comprehending the race I'd long gone by. I'll stop the world and melt with you. You've seen the difference and it's getting
What's the next big moment for your business? Maybe it's expanding the office, or finally hiring some much-needed employees. If your business could use some moments like those, then this is your moment. And to make the most of it, all you need is Webster Bank and our expert business specialists. So make your moment momentous. Learn more at webstermoments.com. Webster Bank N.A., member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Down, I wonder to myself.
All right, here we go. My Facebook. Hopefully it comes up. Dead silence.
Hey.
Hey.
All right.
Hey now.
We are.
Oh, now?
We're live. Yeah, we're live. And it's Dane's turn. So let me
Can
just get
before you go to Dane, can I do my second one that I didn't think of
you can
before?
you can do your two now.
Well, I already did one. I just have one more that really drives me insane. When you go to the self-checkout and it's a belt, and you're bagging your stuff, and somebody starts scanning their shit before you're even done. It drives me crazy.
Oh, and they're like the turnbuckle people.
Turnbuckle people.
Yeah, like you already got your shit doesn't even make it to the end yet, and they're already scanning.
Yeah, I'm still.
I gotta mute them. Hold on,
I was saying, I'm getting an echo here.
Hang on.
Deja vu. Who just said that?
Scanning their shit before
It's
you're even
slow. It's fucking slow.
So
Hang
just
on.
start bagging their stuff.
Oh,
It's like,
I've-
this is mine.
I've thought about that. I usually say something in anger.
We're good.
Well, they do have the divider thing you're supposed to put up, but no one knows about it.
They do
No.
have the divider,
If
but
I'm still at the end of the conveyor belt, motherfucker.
Oh, I agree.
Do not start scanning, because I'm gonna start humming my fucking hummus at you.
but that divider is so close to the belt. You can scan like one thing, and it tells you there's too much stuff on the belt. So nobody.
No,
ever
but
uses
yeah, we got to do what Mike says. Start
bagging
putting
their
their
stuff.
shit in your bag.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this is so nice of you.
Yeah, thank you. I wanted bacon.
Yeah.
Can't afford it.
And you get the thick cut. Thank you.
These are fantastic.
I guess I'm having dip tonight.
Is this Oscar Mayer?
So you hate that?
Oh, it drives me insane.
Right.
I'm
Mike-
usually nasty to somebody after.
Dane, what are your two pet peeves?
No, we're going back around. Well,
Yeah, you didn't explain.
oh,
It's Dane's turn to talk. This music is brought to you by Dane.
All right, it's your turn.
all right, cool. Well, I kind of started to say it before. I mean, I get frustrated. One of my major things is like people that honk their horn. I don't like that shit. Like, just don't use your horn. Like, just drive. Just focus on driving. You know?
Maybe they think you're hot.
Or horny.
Probably not.
Are you driving around shirtless again, Dane? Is that what's going on?
You got me, boo. You got me.
See.
Only if I was
That's
down
why.
there, boo. Only for you, baby. You know.
Thank you, babe.
But yeah. No, I just no. It's like the other day I was driving, and like this person was kind of in my blind spot, so I put my signal on, and I started to kind of like I didn't even like merge into the lane, but you know when you kind of like start to kind of head that direction.
Yep.
And the person was just like, meh. And I was like, really, motherfucker? Like, I get it. You're behind me.
How's it go?
Like, meh. It's just like, I was so pissed. It was just like, it's like, okay, I get it. A simple little boop would have been enough. It would have sufficed. You know? And then I looked at the lady, and she was like some like 80-year-old bitch. So then I pull up next to her, and I just started going, beep, 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 beep. I just beat better like 5 or 6 times. And then
He said 80-year-old bitch.
It was. It was an 80-year-old
It's
bitch.
the name of his album.
Matter of fact, it is.
34 is 80-year-old bitch.
I get it. I'm such a petty driver. I'm, you know, someone will like pass me in the right lane. And I've told this story before. I once chased a guy an additional like 5 exits, like just to get ahead of him.
Were you drinking?
No.
Did somebody make fun of me?
What?
Remember
That's my friend. That's my friend. Flirting. Run him off the road.
Jesus.
What about you? What's up, John?
Hey, John.
When people like aren't like spatially aware, like kind of what you were talking about, like no sense of urgency. Like well, it happens to me all the time. I'm trying to like move something, and they're just they're walking in front of me, like, and I'm not trying to be like right up their ass, like, but they're move. Like if you're not gonna get out of the way from me, don't be looking down at your paper or whatever, like you're the only person in the hallway.
And then,
get out of the way.
and then do the turnaround, and you see me behind you.
Like,
It's
oh,
still- yeah. Fuck you.
Once in a while, you get nice people. Sometimes I go to a store in my scrubs at lunchtime, and because I have my scrubs on, they're like, "Oh, do you want to go ahead of me? I know you're out on your lunch break." Very rarely, but every once in a while.
They're looking at your titties.
No. Usually it's women.
They're looking at your titties.
Doesn't exclude
They
them.
can't just be nice.
I want to get scrubs to wear around. It's like, hold on, I gotta get back to surgery.
Actually,
Get out of my way.
I have another one I want to mention real quick, and I mentioned it earlier, is people that aren't aware of social cues. That's annoying. Like when you're like talking to somebody and like they just won't stop talking and you're kind of done with the conversation, like there's nothing else to say, but they just keep going. You're just like,
Or you get,
That
like, a
person
really-
needs a hug.
And it's like you're trying to be like polite and like nicely,
Yeah,
like you
if
kind of stop looking at them. You're kind of like if you're at a bar or something, and someone's talking to you, and you're like, okay, yeah, oh, that's cool, man.
If I
All
gotta
right.
do the backwards walk
Yeah.
during our conversation, I'm gonna just start. I'm gonna just start. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Hey,
Exactly.
hey, I have to be somewhere. You know, like
time is money, bitch.
Why do we have to be considerate? Why do I have to be considerate?
Well, why don't you just do what you just said? Just randomly hug them. And then walk away. Just
Then
grab
you go to
them,
jail.
hug them,
That's
and
not
just
bad.
walk away.
How about if I just start blowing them?
Who's in my mouth?
Even better. By the way, guys, scrubs are really, really hot as long as they wear very loose underwear or no underwear at all. It's like guys walking around in sweatpants. Very hot.
So this guy
I know
John
that.
says
I know what I learned tonight.
This guy John says he has when he has a pickup truck loaded, don't tailgate him because you didn't load it, especially motorcycles. The ladder falls off, you're dead. Oh, motorcycles in a traffic jam.
Oh, I hate this shit too. I know what you're gonna say.
And I know what people are like, oh, be kind. They're under. No! In a traffic jam, do not go up the middle fucking lane.
Yep.
Do not pass me in the emergency lane. Do not pass me in the slow lane. Do go up the middle lane because we're all dead stop. Because that's that's grounds for a door being kicked open.
You're supposed to treat, if you're on a bicycle or motorcycle, you're supposed to treat it like you're in a car. You stop at stop signs. You stay in your fucking lane. I agree with you.
And you scooter
I hate that shit.
motherfuckers too. Move to the side.
Yeah.
Or buy a fucking 50cc and keep up.
Yeah, it drives me nuts. And you know what? It's like then the motorcycle attorney commercials, they're coming on. And I think about every negligent motorcycle driver I've ever seen. And the percentile is so high. And I know like one day I'm going to be the poor sucker to hit somebody who is doing something wrong. And then I get all the blame placed on me.
John Heyman's coming for
John
you.
Heyman is going to put me in an arm bar.
Well, and speaking of motorcycles, I live on a fairly busy street, and motorcycles, but it dies down after rush hour. Motorcycles love to drive down my block with I guess, the exhaust or whatever that makes it really, really loud. Whatever it is on a motorcycle that makes it like rev really loudly, they'll just do that up and down the street. And it's just so friggin' annoying. It's like, why are you doing that? People are, I mean, they luckily don't do it too late at night, but still, it's just, it kicks people out of their peaceful zone.
Your
You know what I'm
your
saying?
state is happening because on live PD, they cover like 3 cops. Motherfuckers is busy in
Well, I'm
Oklahoma,
sure it's
bro.
all for meth, right?
I don't know what it is, but that's Ricky. We watch it every Saturday and Friday, and every time they go to a camera, it's 3 different cops in Oklahoma. That's a lot.
Oh, we're back again.
Back in Oklahoma. Let's go to East Oklahoma now. And what's up with the state cops? They all wear tight pants.
Because it's sexy.
Boo's face just lit up when you asked that question.
Who's like,
look at that grin.
Guilty.
Meanwhile, I would much rather not get a ticket just to look at somebody's package. You know what I'm saying?
You could just go to UPS for that.
Exactly.
What can Brown do
For you. Want to play UPS? Because I want to check your package.
Oh, I didn't order this.
You got a tracking number? Because I don't want you getting lost. What about you, Ken?
I'll have to make this delivery on the back door.
Right? What can Brown do for you? I cleansed.
Ooh.
Anything that anyone can do in a car just makes me mad.
Yeah.
I'm just impatient. I'm angry all the time. That's why I don't like to drive. I hate driving.
Don't be the tough guy giving somebody the finger. You know you're not going to stop on the highway.
No, I don't even do the. I'm just yelling the whole ride.
No, not you. Don't be the tough guy flipping or the fucking cunt that's fucking flipping you off. She knows you're not going to get out and beat her, right?
She doesn't know that.
She does. She thinks you're not going to because she thinks it's going to be an arrest.
Yeah.
I just want to see one of them girls get beat up one day.
Wow.
Well, hopefully by another girl, but still, those tough bitches that are like, fuck yeah.
Like when people are riding right up behind you and like,
fuck you and your gynecologist. I hope he loses your fucking pap smear test. Or the results. I mean.
No, the test.
I hope one of his tools gets stuck up there.
I hope your vagina smells like the Long Island Sound. We drove by the fucking Amistad the other day. They had lights on. I thought it was a party. It's like, what? Look at that.
Well, speaking of horrible smells, why don't we talk about your diagnosis?
Oh, hang on. We got to finish. All right. Rebecca?
All right, I have two because I thought of the second one when you guys were talking. The one I didn't mention before was when people, it goes with cars, cut off emergency vehicles, or they don't let them pass, or school buses. Like, when the red lights are flashing, just stop.
Right?
I yell at them.
Yeah,
They don't know that.
You heard of the Lorax? She speaks for the school buses.
She does.
And the other one is, of course, like, just general common sense. Like, if someone tells you something, don't ask them about what they just told you. Like,
Right.
process it and
Just shut up.
Yeah.
What did you just say?
No, he
I almost
didn't.
fell for that. No, it's okay.
No, he didn't. Mike?
I can't stand like people that always have to one up.
Well, that's nothing.
That is like it's the worst thing. And I always like can overhear a conversation when someone, oh yeah, I was just on vacation. Yeah, well, I went here for 3 weeks and we did this.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care.
Have you ever
Die.
Ever parasailed with the dolphins?
Then what are you doing on this show? No, I'm kidding.
But like the one up thing drives me crazy.
Yeah, like I went on vacation. Oh, yeah, well, I went on the Norwegian. You went on Carnival. I know, the one-up thing fucking drives me nuts, too. It's really, like, aggravating. Like, all right, big deal. You got more money than me. Who cares?
Right. Well, if you went on Carnival, though, your diarrhea was way worse than Norwegian.
I know your wife's doctor. Her pap smear was positive. And she had semen. It wasn't yours.
And they gave her new car
I should
smell.
know. I've tasted it.
New car smell.
Tastes like vinegar. She must have been fucking a farmer or something.
Or a bag of Lay's potato chips.
Yeah. Salt and vinegar.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Boo, what's yours?
Well, children in general, but parents that can't control their children. And this used to really, really drive me nuts when I lived in New York City, is people who stop. We're walking, and you're in a flow, and the person in front of you is walking, and then they just stop, and it causes a mini pile up with people.
Yes, sir.
It used to
Yes,
drive
I
me
have.
nuts. Or
I'm on
people who deliberately walk slow and take up the full sidewalk doing it. Like they walk right in the middle of the sidewalk.
That's kind of what I was
and
talking
walk
about, Boo.
Slow.
Sweet
It's like
Jesus.
move to either side because us New Yorkers have places to go. You're a tourist.
Yeah.
I get that.
Tourist
Move
of
to the
life.
side.
Perhaps we could work
If someone's
something out.
if someone
Drives me
stops
crazy.
short in a grocery store, you should be allowed to hit them with a cart.
Exactly.
Like if they stop and you hit them, you should be like, yeah, that happened. Sorry, deal with it.
You're a dumb idiot.
Like,
Yeah, we should just start not hating what we hate and just do it.
Let's do whatever we want.
You got your sugar
The
packets.
purge.
You got the fucking cream. Move the fuck to the side. Move it! Start having Tourette's.
You're
Hugger!
the asshole.
They go up to the cashier, keep the change.
Yeah. I'm going to buy his coffee. Pay it forward. Yeah, just start screaming at people.
Now, Boo, what if it was a guy in scrubs who stopped short in front of you, though?
oh, he's walking right into him.
I'd make sure.
He'd be like,
that
"Ooh,
I was
excuse me."
moved Up and hard. I would make sure I was hard and moved up.
Oh,
Oh, another thing. If
give
you
him
see
give him a
me...
little poke.
in the casino, just because I have a badge on doesn't mean I work there. So don't ask me where the buffet is. Don't ask me to fucking make the machine pay you more, because it's not going to happen. I'm looking at you.
But isn't that an easy mistake to make, though, Peter?
Yeah, but when I say, all right, I can understand, but when I say I don't, it's my first word, I don't work here. But they keep going. Or if I'm on a call.
No, but really, where's the buffet?
Yeah, I'm on a call with somebody that's trying to help me get you a problem. It's really hard to get someone on the phone. And I got someone on the phone and we're video conferencing and trying to fix this issue. And then someone comes up to me. Did it today. Oh, where's the $5 machine? I'm on the phone. Who do I ask? I'm like, I'm on the phone. See?
Yeah.
You see, it's a video call. I'm on the phone.
Say hi.
Who do I ask? There's a guy over there. Go ask him. It's people that are inconsiderate. Here's the thing. It's people that think their day is more important than yours.
Entitlement.
Yes.
Entitlement.
And it's not a white-black thing. It's people think their day is more important than yours.
Yeah, but it's mostly white people.
It is not.
Right?
It is not. Well, black people don't ask. They just fucking take.
True. Everything.
Yeah, so whatever. You won't give it to me. I'm taking that shit.
Like, hey, get up.
A New Yorker is like that, too. But a New Yorker is like Boo said. We're busy. You see those sidewalks? They're flowing, bro.
Yeah.
There's a million people flowing. We don't need no Connecticut motherfucker stopping looking up.
Yeah. Exactly. Oh,
there's Bubba Gump.
Crazy.
Yeah. Look up in your peripheral. Yeah.
Or move to the side and look up.
Yeah.
Stand next to one of the telephone poles.
When Ricky and I go to New York, it's like we just go to what we know. That's it. Because we don't want to be, I don't want my wallet picked in the first place.
Yeah, I wouldn't
One of
even
the
know.
Hard Rock.
But I get it. Like, New York flows. There's no other city in the world that flows like that. You see one sidewalk's going this way, one's going that way. No one You know who interrupts it? Is those people that don't know where they're going.
Yeah.
Asians with cameras.
Tourists, yeah. But without tourists, New York wouldn't have money either. But they would.
Which, you get, I get tourism. I mean, that's a huge part of New York City's economy is tourism. And so I don't want tourists not to show up. I just want them to be considerate. That's all. Now, about your diagnosis.
And don't poop in the street.
Whoa.
Sure.
Why?
Okay.
I reserve that right.
This is still America.
It is. At least wipe. So I went to, the mic don't work that way, right? That's why we can barely hear you.
Oh,
straight
that's
up
cool.
and down.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. It works either straight up and down or... There you go. I know it seems like it works the other way,
I mean,
but there you go.
yeah, I guess that is better. Yeah.
Oh, hey, Dane's here.
That is.
Hey.
So, for months, I've been getting pins and needles, and it scared me, and I just know when you get scared, you don't want to know. It's actually years I've been having pins and needles. Thought it was Ricky at one point, and stress, and... We had it rough in the beginning.
You talking like in the hands, the feet?
Everywhere. It travels. So, like, when I wake up first, like, I don't feel it when I'm sleeping. When I wake up, I feel it. Right away, it starts in my feet, travels up. So I'm thinking, you Google everything.
That's a good idea right there. WebMD.
WebMD. Yeah. Everything led to MS. So I'm like, okay, well, I was told maybe MS one day. So,
multiple.
Yeah, so it was getting worse. And then when I was in Vegas, it was getting worse. But that was between anxiety and everything else. It wasn't helping.
Yeah.
So finally go to the doctor, and like the doctor's like, yeah, blah, 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 blah. Like, whatever. I'm like,
I don't give a fuck.
Right, basically. Here I'm thinking I got mounds of wax in my ear. She looks in, there's nothing. Okay. When I go swimming, though, it sounds like a fucking seashell. And from what I know, when water builds up in your ear like that, wax is in there, from what I know. I don't know. She's like, no. All right. I thought it was throwing up my equilibrium. So I go in there, and I'm like, I get pins and needles. She's like, well, whatever. Okay. Well, we'll take blood, and then we'll see you in 4 weeks and go over the diagnosis. But if you hear from us sooner, then there's a problem. So now I just did my 22-hour shift on Tuesday. I didn't tell you how many times they called in the past 2 days. On Tuesday, she calls. And she says, "Oh, hey, we got your results." I'm like, "All right, is it bad? How many weeks? How long?" She's like, "What do you mean?" I said, "Is it bad?" She goes, "No. Your blood work came back fine, but you have low vitamin D, low vitamin B, thyroid is all fucked up."
Her exact words.
Well, no.
Those are medical terms.
Thyroid is bad. What else?
And you
is
have some
bad?
latent homosexuality.
Triglycerides are at 1,000, which 200 is high. And cholesterol's high. And my thyroid and my
Thyroid was high or low?
high.
Hi.
And
Live
my
that life.
testosterone, which I'm like, see, Ricky, it wasn't you.
Oh.
Wait, your testosterone is low?
Yes.
Okay.
Steroids.
I don't believe it.
So what does a high thyroid mean?
So, I was diagnosed with Graves' disease. That's a hyperactive thyroid.
That's what I have.
Yep. So pretty much your thyroid controls a
One
lot.
upping you.
Thanks.
Oh, yeah, well, I have underactive.
Well, I do too now. But your thyroid controls a lot of stuff, like hormone-wise, your appetite, a lot of things.
Hence why I'm a fucking maniac?
Could be.
Okay.
But, so like mine, when they first found mine, it was my heart rate that tipped it off. If I was just sitting, my heart rate was over 120 beats per minute.
That's mine.
So, I had to go through a treatment, and now it's underactive, and I take a pill every morning. But it controls a lot within your body.
And mine makes me cold and tired all the time.
Does it make you cry?
Sometimes.
It can control emotional
control-
things, yeah. When your thyroid is like not level, it really can screw you
bad.
all up.
Because she said
So
the
then-
pins and needles are because for triglycerides to be 1,000, she's like, you should be dead. It's
That's
a
good
form
when
of
a doctor
fat.
says
It's
that.
not a real cholesterol issue. It's a form of fat.
Yeah.
But I know smoking elevates the numbers big time. So I know I got to quit smoking. I know that. But
So what did the doctor say?
I got to go tomorrow morning.
Okay.
So we went from I'll see you in 4 weeks to if it's bad, we'll call you in sooner.
I mean, if the overactive thyroid's an issue, the treatment is simple.
Yeah, it's manageable.
The treatment, I went in, I had to take 2 radioactive iodine pills, and that was it.
So high thyroid, low testosterone, low vitamin B, low vitamin D, high cholesterol, high triglycerides. There's no wonder why I have pins and needles.
Well, it sounds like it's all diet, though, right? I mean,
It's
all
definitely
that
all
sounds-
diet, yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like all of that could be managed via diet and stopping smoking.
But 1,000 with the triglycerides is
The
very...
thyroid, no. The thyroid, I mean, if
Well,
that's...
exactly,
yeah.
not the thyroid.
But it could be a benefactor because they could give me a pill to lower my thyroid or to fix my thyroid and to fix my testosterone, which will make me lose weight.
Yeah.
Because the last time my thyroid was bad, they gave me a pill and I ended up losing like 30 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you hornier?
No, I didn't like who I was with.
Oh.
Because you took a pill for your thyroid or for your testosterone?
My thyroid. I never tested my
Okay.
testosterone because Ricky's the only reason I tested it because I feel bad. So, but I was like, see, it wasn't me. It wasn't you. It was my thyroid or my testosterone, which she said is really low, which is probably from the crack.
How are those two things connected?
A lot of those things are probably from the drugs I did for all those years.
Could be.
Maybe.
Because when I did party, I was horny as a fuck. So those things, the receptors in your neck, what cocaine does is it stimulates them. Like, I'm not getting the receptors. Like, there's 2 things in your back of your neck, and they send signals for, pleasure and everything else.
Yeah.
Well, that's what's being blocked. Cocaine would open those receptors up big time.
What is it? Is it endorphins? Is that it? Or
Something like that. It looked like 2 nerves, and then they would send signals back and forth. And when I did coke, it would open those up and like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So hopefully this helps with my coming fast too.
I don't know if the two have anything to do with each other.
But I woke up Saturday and gave it to her good.
Was it good, Ricky?
Yes, it was good.
That's really reassuring that she laughed first.
It's only good because
I was laughing because Boo asked. And,
well, it was only good because she got it like without expecting it. So now if I
get off, I'm sleeping.
Surprise!
So if I get all those fixed, maybe I won't need the antidepressants.
That like thyroid being uneven can cause depression, like anxiety issues.
Yeah.
Oh,
They are linked.
I was crying on the way to
I'm
Boston.
saying, like they are linked.
I called Ricky on the way to Boston and said, I'm having a panic attack.
Yeah.
I started crying on the highway. I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? I'm in the middle of the highway.
If it's
fucking 3 hours away.
If it's off, you're off. Like there's no going around it.
Oh, I was crying hard, right?
Mm-hmm. Sometimes I would just cry for no reason.
That's what I do. I'll be in the middle of somewhere and I'll start
Yeah.
crying. I'm
I
like,
could be eating candy.
I must be gay.
what does that mean?
I just wanted. I literally called Ricky. I'm like, I don't know what to do, babe. And I apologize for things I did over the past 4 years. And I was just like, ah. She's like, want me to come up there? I'm like, by the time you come up there, I could be in a guardrail. I was like,
or
I
it
was,
could be passed.
or it can pass. And I was like driving to Boston at 6 a.m. I'm like, babe. She's like, what? I'm like, I don't know. I'm so sorry. What I Yeah, I was crying like a bitch. It's not fun when you're crying and driving, man. Not on the fucking 90, not on 95 in Providence.
No, that's
Yeah.
not fun.
You ever been up there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No good.
You know what it's like in the morning.
Well, and you wouldn't be able to pull over?
No. You could, but shit. You're still in a fucking... It's like being on a New York sidewalk. Try having a panic attack in a New York sidewalk. It's exactly what it's like on 95.
Yeah, it's terrible through Rhode Island. That's been like my every other week drive for work.
And knowing you have a deadline to meet, too. It's like, you don't want to disappoint them. But you also don't want to cry into a fucking 10 cars.
How can you? And that was the other thing. How were you able to drive and cry at
Ricky.
the same time?
Ricky is my savior. When I start to have a panic attack and cry, I call Ricky. That's why I get mad at her when she don't answer.
Smart move.
I do. I call Ricky and she calms me down.
Yeah.
And she's the last person to calm anybody down. Like, this is the same person that's like, what do you want for dinner? I don't know.
Well, she can't help that. She is a female.
I know.
But when I make suggestions, they're not.
It's the same 5 for the
appropriate.
past 5 years.
It doesn't matter. You make the same suggestions too.
Gotta spin the wheel.
But Ricky's not the kind of person that can talk someone through anything. Not a bad thing, but she's not.
No,
like,
I've always been a calm person, and
you know, she was
that
like,
stuff
"You
is-
want me to come up here?" She's like, "I hope he says no. Hope he says no.
Say
Hope
no,
he
say
says
no, say no, say no.
Please say no. Please say no."
Oh, I can't.
I
get
should have
there.
said yeah. You need to come here
Shit.
now.
I have my own anxiety, but I can talk to people like when they're upset. I've always been able.
Maybe
to
you
do
should
that.
just start blowing me when I have anxiety attacks.
Whoa.
I feel like you're gonna start making them up a lot if that happens. Like, oh, again,
babe. All right.
I'm just not sure it works. I'm very nervous about it. I need you to blow it. Just to be sure.
Suck the demons out of me.
like a snake bite.
Suck the anxiety out of me.
You know, speaking of that, really quickly, there was a priest that is on trial right now. Somewhere,
Sucking the demons out of altar boys?
Well,
Sorry.
he's on trial for molesting at least 3 people via oral sex. They came to him for counseling, and he basically said, all right, get naked on the couch there. And he said he was sucking the demons out of him.
Yikes.
He literally said, I'm sucking the demons out of you.
We got to get the devil out somehow.
You squirrely bastard.
There's only one way.
Which doesn't make sense because then you're ingesting.
You're then... don't worry, I'll take on these demons for you.
Nothing I haven't done before.
I've trained for this.
Lord Jesus!
We've got the,
Lord Jesus!
they bless us just for this.
Let's all suck the demons out of Stephen. Lord Jesus. Even though he gets anal.
Unless he's a spitter, then,
You can still suck the demons out. Just put them in a box.
We're going to store these over here.
Yeah, like the Ghostbusters box.
Yeah.
Light is green, tribe is clean.
Yeah, so hopefully tomorrow I get like 8 or 9 pills. Right?
That'll be fun.
So the vitamin B is going to either be a shot or a nasal spray.
Or they'll give you like a Flintstone gummy.
Or a vitamin D is going to be a fucking...
Milk.
Well, I drink a lot of milk, but...
Sun.
The testosterone thing has got to be a pill.
Well, Steven will give you the D.
It's probably a little blue pill.
Thyroid is going to be a pill.
It's a pill.
The cholesterol is going to be a pill.
It depends because like there's no medication to like bring your thyroid down. You have to do the treatment, and then it either goes to normal or it goes underactive, and they can treat underactive. So that's what happened to me.
Okay.
I was over. I did the treatment, and then I was under, and so now I take a pill every morning. But it's very easy to manage. But when you don't, it really does
messes you
mess
up.
with you.
See? Told you I was sick.
Because even like if I like miss my medicine in the morning, you feel off all day.
I just want to get rid of these pins and needles. I don't care about my attitude.
And I have a bad habit of like on the weekends I'll obviously wake up later, and so I'll take my pill like 2 hours later.
Oh, you
than I
take
know.
it too?
Yeah, because I'm underactive.
Yeah, but you're skinny.
That's
Kidding. Everybody thinks thyroid is a fat thing.
It's not.
I
Well,
know.
Kind of, sort of.
Is it?
It
can affect your
It
weight.
can.
I have moments
It affects
where,
your
like,
metabolism and.
For me, my weight goes up, and then I don't fit in any of my clothes, and then 3 months later, I can't put on a single like ounce. It's totally unpredictable.
See, Kendall?
Yeah.
Get to be more compassionate.
I'm very compassionate.
Dick.
I'm the one I'm like force feeding this girl.
I know.
Dick.
Yeah, I was just thinking. Oh, Boo, you beat me to it.
Need some demons.
Yeah.
I'm the biggest sinner going.
Then you get people like Dane that eat nothing but junk and stay fucking 120.
Bang.
That catches up.
129?
No, I'm actually 150 right now.
You're 30 something. How are you?
I'm 33.
150? Yeah.
Yeah,
I've
I'm
always been.
telling you,
I've
that
always
catches up
fluctuated
to you.
between 100 and 150, but
Boo.
I'm 5'10".
He eats
So I'm
fucking
underweight.
chips every day. He eats chips every day.
Oh,
Like
I eat
said,
chips every day.
Jack
You
tried
see
to
me.
shit.
Too bad.
I do eat
You
too
eat
bad.
chips every day.
But there's a little bit. Look, this is a little bag. It's not like I'm eating the big party size, which I have done.
You know what all those are?
But we're not talking about that.
Oh,
Did that
yeah.
on the way here.
Maybe.
We got the new Utz for you, in case you.
Ooh.
Oh, we talking new Utz?
Utz is done.
Oh, Utz is done.
Utz is done. They didn't renew.
Sons of bitches.
We got Frito-Lay.
I wanted my
What
chips.
are you talking about? Wait, what are you talking about?
Dane eats chips every time he comes to the show.
I do.
No, Utz didn't.
They're a
renew
chip
Oh,
that.
we get chips at the station every 3 or 4 months.
If you got any more than Frito Lays, I'll take them off your hands.
And we had Utz the last cycle.
The honey barbecue Utz are really good.
Yeah, it's only one box left in the station. I know where it is.
Oh, yeah.
That's my Saturday afternoon snack.
Save me a bag, will you?
Oh, well, I don't know. I'm still
So
waiting
Kendall's
on my
got
gift
me
card.
Throw one
handing
in my
out.
bucket on Saturday.
So Kendall's got me handing out backpacks next week.
Ooh.
What kind of backpacks?
We're all the black people can't afford them. We got to go and
Why
hand
is
them
it-
out.
Excuse me.
Okay.
You can't just say people.
It's YBC. I'm kidding. It's the
Jesus.
It's the R&B station, so.
I tell you what.
Which caters to only black people.
The one event I've worked for YBC so far was hilarious.
Right?
There was a parade in Bridgeport, and like I was behind Drew in the truck, and the two radio personalities are in the truck, and I'm like the
My
one.
man.
No, he was in the car behind us.
Was he in his red chair?
No,
okay.
he was in his car.
Is
But-
Escalade?
Yeah. So like I'm like the one white guy in this whole parade. And they're waving to the people in front, and then they see me, and they're like, "Oh!" I was like, "Hey,
The guy looks like Cletus from the Dukes of Hazzard.
I'm here too."
Was it the Juneteenth
It
parade?
was.
Yeah.
It's like, what is
It was just, it was very funny.
He looks like Cletus from Dukes of Hazzard. What y'all doing here? No, you know what it is? It's not even a black or white thing. It's when people are told that they can get free backpacks, they get nasty. What you mean? I got 5 kids. Why can't I get 5? Ma'am, it's 2 per family.
Make them
but I got 5. Like, and they get nasty. Like, they want to fight.
Well, you should have brought a friend with you to stand in line behind you.
Yeah, like a normal American.
Yeah. Like,
That's what disguises were made for.
Boo's had enough. He's out of here.
you got your nails just did. You can't go buy backpacks at Old Navy? I understand the poor and everything else, but when you start taking advantage of, like, especially free stuff, like when they put the fucking, like, food out at events, and you got that one guy that's going to eat, like, 5 or 6 plates of the samples.
We had to start, you know this too, we had to start making the sheets up. There's like, this certificate is good for 1 hot dog or hamburger, bag of chips, and water. For
street teamers?
No, for the people, the participants who come to like
the barbecues,
the bag drive and all that.
Oh, the bag drive.
You get a ticket for
1 hot dog, 1 soda, and 1 backpack.
Yeah.
Let's even say, like, the event I was at the other night, I have the stickers out. Guy came over and grabbed like 30 of them. I'm like, what are you doing with those?
Chaz and AJ stickers?
No, this was Star.
Oh, Star. Oh, you do a lot of stars.
I'm sorry, it was pins. It was pins.
The backpack, they give you a backpack, and it's got like pencils in it and
some basic supplies.
Basic
like a notebook.
supplies.
Okay.
But people take advantage of it. Like, one lady will come in like, I got 8 kids. Well, the limit's 2. And they get mad. Like, they want to pull their fucking weaves off and their nails, and they want to start fighting motherfuckers. Like, but I got 8 kids. You know what I mean? Like,
okay. It's not just people of color.
it's
that are
YBC, so the
backpacks.
only people that listen to YBC are people of color. That's why I'm making a joke. No white people listen to YBC, trust me. They don't.
I didn't know
it's
it
catered to
existed
New
till I worked
Haven.
the event.
There's no white people that listen. It's, Boo, it's WBLS. It's BLS,
Okay.
New York BLS. That's what YBC is. So no one of any white descent. And plus, it's old. If it was new R&B, I could see, but it's old school R&B, and it's all the the people at the barbecues and the people that roller skated and the people that listen to old school hip hop and all that. It's not like if you go to a YBC event, the only white people you'll see there are me and Tristan, or me and Kendall. You know what I mean? Like it's just the YBC fan is predominantly black.
Okay.
Wasn't a joke or anything. Whatever. I didn't explain it to you. Whatever.
Whatever.
So, is there anything new in Hollywood? I want to know. It's been a while since we've gotten Boo's report.
Brad Pitt in that movie is fucking ridiculous. Just saying. Quentin Tarantino, you fucked up.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood
And
is what Peter is referring to.
Yes.
I haven't seen the movie
seen it yet either.
2 hours and 47 minutes.
My girlfriend was going to go see it tonight, and then
I heard that it was close to 3 hours long.
47 minutes.
I've heard that it's mostly praised, but there are some critics out there that do have a major problem with the movie. None other than Bruce Lee's daughter has a problem with the movie because apparently in the movie, Brad Pitt's character wipes the floor with Bruce Lee in no time flat. He just completely wipes the floor and makes a fool out of Bruce Lee in this movie. And so that's something, and a spoiler alert, part of the movie is based on the Manson family murders. But in the movie, the murders actually don't happen because the Manson family goes to the wrong house, which is the house that Brad Pitt and Leo DiCaprio stay in. And again, Brad Pitt and Leo make short order of them and kill them all. And so Sharon Tate ends up staying alive and all of that. So I want to see the movie because it's a Quentin Tarantino movie, but at the same time, I don't know that I want to invest another 3 hours of my life into a Quentin Tarantino movie. I respect Quentin. I love his work. I just don't know if I want to invest any more time into his work. That's it.
Okay.
Beyonce, if you've seen The Lion King, you know that Beyonce plays Nala in the movie, and she curated a CD or a music project based on the movie that has a lot of African artists on it, and she has a single on the on this music inspired by called Bigger, and actually it's on YouTube. You can see both her song from the soundtrack of The Lion King, Spirit, and Bigger on YouTube now. And apparently she's being accused of thievery again because a lot of the imagery in those two videos are almost identical to an African artist out there. And there are some side-by-side videos that you can actually watch that compare her video to, and I don't remember the woman's name, but compare her video to this woman, this artist from Africa. And it's pretty damning, actually. But then again, Beyonce is known for stealing shit all the time, like blatantly stealing stuff. So.
All right.
See, Dane, this is why I don't do Hollywood anymore, because I get absolutely no feedback from the people that are in the studio.
said she's a hoe.
Yeah. Well, it's just very interesting. Like a lot of stuff I don't know. I'm just kind of like
Yeah,
captivated.
that's the thing. Yeah, it's like this would be my today.
Yeah, he asked you for it, and then he stayed quiet, right? That's so rude.
I was just listening. I was listening and acknowledging. Well, my question is, what else has she been accused of stealing? Because I don't know anything about that.
All her songs.
Well, first of all, she's been accused of putting an ooh and an ah in a song and then slapping her name as a songwriter onto the album. She's been accused of that several times over, wherein she actually doesn't contribute to the song, but her name is
Ho
as a writer.
Yeah,
I got you.
Also, a lot of her imagery in her music videos are straight up stolen. Like her Lemonade video. People did a documentary about Hurricane Katrina, and she was accused of actually lifting some of the imagery from that documentary and putting it in her video for not Lemonade, for it was on the Lemonade album, for Formation. She was accused of lifting some of that footage from the documentary and putting it in her Formation video and not giving credit where credit was due, or not and not paying the documentarians.
She should be lifting her dress and not worrying about nothing else.
No.
How much of that do you think is like Beyonce herself? Like, do you think she watched this documentary and was like, yeah, I'm going to use this? Or is it like the people around her?
I think it's the people around her, but if you're being accused of thievery enough, then
kind of tighten the ship.
Exactly, you need to pull reins. So, but she hasn't, and that speaks to her rather than the people around her. I like Beyonce. I didn't really feel any way about her until the Lemonade album dropped, and then I was like, oh, I can finally relate to her. So it's been only in the last few years that I have really actually liked her. And her, even though she's being accused of thievery for her Spirit song and for her Bigger song, there's no denying the videos are gorgeous. absolutely gorgeous. And the song Bigger is actually a fantastic song. So Spirit is okay, but Bigger is an incredible song about empowerment, and it's a beautiful song. Let's see, what else can I think of off the top of my head? Spider-Man, Disney has four movies that have gotten into the $1 billion club this year. Captain Marvel, Endgame, Spider-Man, and no, it's more than that. Captain Marvel, Endgame, Aladdin, Lion King, Spider-Man: Far From Home.
Was Toy Story
It's about to cross over into the $1 billion club, and I think there's one more that's about to cross over as well. But Disney basically owns the multiplex nowadays. It's hard to, and Disney has said, has blatantly said, we're done making small movies. All we're doing is tentpole movies now. So that's what they do. Maleficent is coming out in October. I'm sure, I don't know if that'll make $1 billion, but I'll be there opening day because that shit looks amazing. And that's it.
Did you see Aladdin?
That's all I can think of off the top of my head. Huh?
Did you see Aladdin?
I did see Aladdin. I thought it was great.
That's my favorite Disney movie, but I'm kind of scared to go see it. I was afraid it was going to be ruined.
Why? Because she's black?
No.
No, I have to tell you that Will Smith put his stamp on it. He did not try to be Robin Williams 2.0 at all. He did...
Which he
did the genie.
He's Will Smith.
Exactly, because there's no way you could.
Yeah.
He put his own unique stamp on it, and he actually is the standout of the entire movie. So yeah, it's really, really good. I highly recommend that movie.
All right, thanks.
Fuck Disney. Fuck Star Trek.
Star
Y'all
Wars.
need to get a life.
Listen, you know what? I can't even. Your son knows no Disney movies.
Good.
No, it's not good.
Yes, he does.
No, he
lied to
does
you. Yes,
not.
He
No.
just lied to you.
Well, he didn't see a lot of the movies that I brought
When
up.
we partied and put
We
him in
watched
front of the
Emperor's
TV,
New
we
Groove.
put Disney movies. Trust me.
You know how many times you've
He
seen
might not have
Lion King?
remembered them, but...
What a weird thing to lie about, though, Peter.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I tell people all the time that, I mean, I didn't really grow up on Disney, but that's not necessary. I mean, like, I've seen more Disney movies than I remember
But
seeing.
just because he didn't watch Disney doesn't
Yeah.
mean he was a bad parent.
No, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying
I don't like Disney.
But what kid
I wish I
doesn't
never
know
saw
Disney
Disney.
movies?
I'm just saying, yeah, I mean...
I got forced to watch Disney because it was on every fucking Saturday. Because that was our age, boo. Disney was on every Saturday. The Wonderful World of
Sunday.
Disney. Sunday, sorry. The Wonderful World of Disney.
I grew up watching all Disney movies, so
Fuck Star
for
Trek.
me it's weird to.
Star Wars.
Star Wars, too.
Any space travel, really.
I thought of all you motherfuckers when I was in Vegas. I was in those.
I'll bet.
When I was in those.
Bathtub.
No, yeah, bathtub. with the skillet
I got you.
plugged in, yeah. No, when
Sucking
I was
the
in
demons
those
out.
sand things, I was like, these motherfuckers. This is where they film half the Disney movies in these little sand
Yeah,
dunes.
Tatooine.
Yeah, right.
Right? I think they filmed the Schwarzenegger movie where he was in Mars or something.
Oh, a Total Recall?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They filmed it in there.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Oh,
There's
that's
so
awesome.
many fantastic Disney movies, though. You're missing out.
I'm not missing out.
You are. You're not giving them a chance.
You haven't seen fucking season 5 of The Wire. I'm not fucking judging you.
I have seen it.
No, you haven't. Not all
I've
of them.
seen every
All
season.
right. What is Amsterdam? Thank you.
Hey, Boo, do you watch Stranger Things at all on Netflix?
I don't have Netflix.
Oh, right.
and
I'm
so
sorry.
I don't.
You don't need it.
I've heard.
You don't need
I've
it.
heard great things
It's very
about the
good.
show.
It's very
You don't
good.
need
I've
it.
heard really great
Shut your
things about
You
the
don't
show.
need Netflix. Trust me.
We don't need Netflix.
No,
but the show is good.
I actually recently got internet back in my home, which is why I'm here. And I plan on getting Netflix. I plan on getting
Sell out.
HBO Max. And
Skinamax.
I have Amazon Prime, but that's only because I buy shit off of Amazon. But Netflix, Oh, and Disney Plus.
And
Sellout.
I tell you,
because with Disney Plus you get all the Marvel movies, and you get all the regular Disney movies as well, and you get all of the new stuff that they're like. I mean, Marvel has so much shit coming out on Disney Plus.
Oh, it's fantastic.
They have WandaVision, they have Falcon and the Winter Soldier, they have Loki, they have Hawkeye.
Shaving Ryan's Privates.
Whoa!
Those are four Marvel properties right there that they're putting on Disney Plus, and
plus they're continuing the Netflix ones.
No. The Netflix ones are done.
I thought they were moving them over to the Disney Plus side.
No, I mean they might move the characters over, but they'll probably get different actors, and it'll probably be a few years. It's sort of like when Disney acquired Fox and they acquired Fantastic Four, X-Men. We'll eventually see those being in the MCU, but it won't be for a few years. So that's why you get Disney Plus because of all of that, and for HBO Max, you get all the Warner Brothers movies, plus you get all of the superhero Warner Brothers movies, and you get all of the DC Universe. So you get Titans, Doom Patrol, Swamp Thing's canceled. You get Titans, Doom Patrol, the new Harley Quinn show that's coming out, which looks incredible. It's an animated show. And a couple of other things with DC Universe that will be incorporated to HBO Max. And of course Netflix. Netflix has Umbrella Academy and a couple of other really cool comic book properties. Watchmen is on HBO? Watchmen is coming back out, and I can't remember if it's on HBO or Netflix, but Watchmen is coming back out.
Oh,
See,
my God. I am so sorry.
And Dane is looking at his phone.
Right? He's aggravated like that.
So...
Just checking the
Pee
time.
Pants, the inebriated hobo clown.
All right, we're going to take a little break and be right back. I got to start another. Wait, where is it? Because
I hear GSWD playing in the background.
Oh, there's it.
Nothing's changed. I still love
What's the next big moment for your business? Maybe it's expanding the office. Or finally hiring some much-needed employees. If your business could use some moments like those, then this is your moment. And to make the most of it, all you need is Webster Bank and our expert business specialists. So make your moment momentous. Learn more at webstermoments.com. Webster Bank N.A., member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Living a life that I can't leave behind. grime of this world in the crotch, dear. And don't go home tonight. Come out and find the one that you love and who loves you. One that you love and who loves you. Is it wrong not to always be glad? No, it's not wrong, but I must add. How can someone so young sing words so sad? Sheila, take a bow. Boot the grime of this world in the crotch, dear. And don't go home tonight. Come out and find the one that you love and who loves you. The one that you love and who loves you. Take my hand and off we stride. Oh, la 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 la. You're a girl and I'm a boy.
All right, breaking news. This is why we can't take. I got a little Hollywood for you, boo. This is why we cannot take people serious when it comes to global warming. I'm going to read your story. Katy Perry, more stars attend a Google summit on climate change as they arrived in private jets and mega yachts, all fueled by fossil fuel. Oh, thanks, Google. This is why they cannot be taken serious. So,
where does that article come out of?
By the way, it's Google News, so they're biased.
Well, I remember
Yes.
DiCaprio. I think it was DiCaprio that got in.
And it was
yelled
DiCaprio.
at
So I'm going to
about
read
that
you
a
the
couple years
story.
ago.
Google campus hosting the likes of former President Barack Obama, Prince Harry, and Leonardo DiCaprio and Katy Perry in Sicily to discuss climate change, but it came to a steep cost to Mother Earth. Everything is about global warming. That is the major topic this year, a source told the New York Post. Sources told the outlet that the 3-day event will cost the tech giant $20 million. Many of the guests, including Obama and DiCaprio, who has his own climate change foundation, have described global warming as the biggest threat to future generations. Italian press reports alleged that the Google campers would show up in 114 private jets and 40 had arrived by Sunday. If the guests took 114 flights in Los Angeles to Palermo, the private jets would reportedly release 100 kilograms of CO2. In their defense, how are you supposed to get to Italy unless you paddle?
Right.
Well, you could kind of team up and all take one private jet.
Or take a regular jet.
Do you know those campers that they go from job to job in?
Yeah.
That they leave running all day?
Got to keep that AC going.
To keep the AC going is part of the problem.
Yep.
How many? So let's just do Katy Perry. How many buses do you think follow her to each gig? I can tell you right now.
4.
8.
Oh, wow. Double what I thought.
Melissa Etheridge, who's a nobody anymore, was at that fucking Durham Fair that you guys sent me to last year. She had 6 buses. They were all running the whole show. Running. And they run on unleaded fuel.
Well, you know, the mindset is like, you know, everyone needs to stop doing what they're doing except for me.
Right.
Yeah.
You can't be doing an Instagram video from the behind your wheel of your car talking about global warming.
Well, if you have a Prius.
That's what the headline was. Maybe you should have showed up in a Prius or a Tesla.
I got that covered.
You do.
Well, but okay.
It still emits CO2.
Yeah.
But again, and you said it yourself. How else are they going to get to Italy unless they paddle? That's the first thing. And I'm not defending excess on any level. I think anyone who is, living excessively is not only hurting themselves but hurting the planet.
Yeah.
But at the same time, these productions, these stage productions, people are paying, $500 at minimum to be, on the floor, near the front row to go see, Pink in concert or Katy Perry or whomever in concert. These things, I don't know how else they could do these kind of spectacular shows that they put on without having eight buses behind them.
But here's the thing, too, Boo.
I don't know.
The likes of Katy Perry and all these people that are always complaining that the Amazon people have too much money, the CEOs are ruining the country. Their rooms that night, their rooms cost $903 a night.
Were they comped?
By Google.
By Amazon?
By Google.
Well, by Google.
Yeah.
Well, I mean...
$903 a night?
I mean, I can't defend that. I mean, if you're going to say, if you're going to shake your fist at big corporation with one hand and then take money from them with the other hand, that's indefensible in a way.
They should have did a kumbaya and all brought fucking tents with them. $903 a night. You know what some of those fucking people demand? I need a water chilled at 32 degrees. I need M&Ms, all the red ones picked out. I also need a beef jerky that was dehydrated in a Malaysian camp that wasn't ran by children. I also need chicken that wasn't raised with steroids.
And went to Harvard.
Like, you can't be a celebrity and fight these things that you're so... Like Bernie Sanders. We need $15 an hour, but then cuts half of his staff because he couldn't afford to pay them $15 an hour. No one's going to take you serious. The reason why Trump is going to win again is because these people are setting themselves up for failure. $15 an hour. By the way, can you cut half of our staff? Because we can't afford to pay them $15 an hour. The 30 million people that are on Medicare can't get a doctor's appointment because, take Medicare. I had Medicare 3 years ago. I called my doctor. You know what he said? We don't take Medicare. We don't take Medicare. We don't take the welfare insurance.
Yeah.
There's 3 doctors that subsidize or take care of 5 million people in Connecticut because they're on Medicare. 3 doctors. You know what I mean? It's like I'm not trying to get political or anything, but it's ridiculous. I don't know. I like my private insurance because you know what's going to cost me tomorrow? $20 to get fixed.
Yeah.
$20. 25? 25 to get fixed. You can't be like the spokesperson of this, and that, and then do everything behind you. No one's going to take you serious. It's not a Republican thing. It's not a Democratic thing. It's like when that thing with Bernie Sanders came out, you can't pay me $15 an hour, but you're supporting it?
Right. And, I could get behind all that. Like, if you're the type of person, I guarantee the $15, and you take a huge pay cut yourself. And you be like, hey, I don't need to make this much money or whatever. But that's not the case.
He's making millions. He's driving private. He's flying private jets. You can't do that. You cannot. It's like Boo saying, what is it like Boo saying? It's like Boo saying, wear Nikes while he's wearing Adidas.
Which he does all the time.
You can't do that.
Indeed.
You can't. You can't preach and then do something different.
Well, and you're right, Peter. I completely agree with that. But the thing is...
There's nobody out there preaching that isn't not practicing it.
Exactly. Hypocrisy, it goes
Abounds.
both ways. So, I mean, which hypocrite are you going to back? I guess.
Well, let me ask you a question. This is a serious question. Why should us, as a generation of 100 years later, have to pay reparations when we had nothing to do with it? Does that make sense? That's going to bankrupt the country if we give everybody reparations. We gave reparations to the Indians. They're making hands over fists of money. You know, as a Seminole Indian, even if you have a third or a quarter of it in you, you know you get a $15,000 check a month.
Wow.
Do you know that?
I didn't know that.
Did you know that? Did you know how much casinos make?
I know they make a lot of money.
But not all Native American people are involved in the casinos. Like they're not all, you know what I mean? They're not
They
all
are
working
now.
there.
They are now.
But okay.
I'm not saying this. I don't see a reason for reparations in this day and age. Like none of us were involved in that, right?
My people weren't even here yet.
Boo.
I think reparations is personally, I believe that it's a good idea, but or what am I trying to say here? Reparations is a bad idea, but it's a good idea at the same time. And what I mean
executed
by,
properly.
Well, then why isn't a simple "I'm sorry for what my ancestors did" not enough?
I'm not saying that it isn't enough.
But a check will take all that away.
I'm not saying a simple "I'm sorry" isn't enough, Peter.
No, I know you're not. I know you're not. No, I know.
And but what I am saying is our focus needs to be elsewhere.
Right. How about making this world like not racist and not
exactly
move forward?
I could drive by the Amistad every day and laugh because Boo made a joke of it. I don't dwell on it.
And as far as that Seminole Indian thing, I need to see a link to that because just to
I have an inside. I can't show you a link because it's an inside that I know.
Okay, well then I don't believe it.
No, it is. It's true. It's true.
Okay, I don't believe that further than I can throw you.
The Pequot tribe in Connecticut, there's 30 people in the whole tribe. I can't tell you what they make because I work there.
And you're saying that they all make $15,000?
No, they never have to worry about money ever again.
But you just said the Seminoles
is Florida. Hard Rock.
Okay. Again, but you're saying just by virtue of them being Seminole Indians, they make $15,000 a month.
Every single Seminole Indian makes, because they own Hard Rock. Don't forget.
Okay, but again, not every Seminole Indian works in the casino, though.
It doesn't matter. If you have Seminole in you, you get a piece of that pie.
I need to see. That sounds ridiculous.
No, that's how much Hard Rock and the casinos make. That's what's ridiculous, what these casinos make. What these casinos make in a day is ridiculous, Boo. It's fucking ridiculous, and I can't divulge what I know. We have a casino in Connecticut. We have 2 casinos in Connecticut that are the 2 biggest in the world. And they are busy. They employ over 3,000 people per casino. They have 2 CEOs. They have so many employees, and they have never gone out of business in 30 years. Do you know how much? I know how much my company makes off this casino. And my company is debt-free. You ever heard of that? Debt-free.
But that doesn't mean that everybody in that casino is making $15,000 a month.
If my company's debt-free from casinos, you can imagine what these casinos are making.
Well, I would like to see. I would like to meet.
If I can get you the proof, but I'm going by what an Indian told me. That is part of the.
I would like to meet the roulette wheel spinner that makes $15,000 a month just by virtue of showing up to work every day.
I can tell you right now, my company makes just in Foxwoods, my company makes enough to pay our salaries for 3 years.
But does that but does all
And
of
they
that
split 70-30.
But does all of that money trickle down to the workers that are on the floor?
Not in Foxwoods. Not in Foxwoods, no.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean,
Seminoles, yes. Foxwoods, no.
But most of the people that work for casinos work out on the floor. And quite frankly, if they're making that kind of money, there should be no homeless people in Las Vegas.
The workers do not make that money. It's if you are an Indian, part of that tribe, you make that money. And Foxwoods was underpaying their people that they just became union.
Well, I just need to. I would need to see proof of that. I can't go by what an Indian told you. I just don't believe that. I mean, it may be true, but I don't believe it.
Well, think about how much Hard Rock makes.
Oh, I believe that there are some people out there that are making money hand over fist, but it certainly is not the worker that's out on the floor.
No, workers don't make shit. Because they're not Indians. They're just workers.
Well,
workers will not make shit.
Again, I need to see the check that a Seminole Indian is making $15,000, because if that's the case, I could probably prove that I'm a Seminole. If that's the case. That's all.
Hang on.
Because I can prove that I do have Indian in me. I had some last night. Hey-o!
I was waiting for someone to make the joke.
But yeah, I mean,
all right, hang on.
Anyway.
Hang on. In Florida, Seminole tribes distribute thousands of dollars a month to each of their members just for being alive. To each of their team members for being alive. Many of them end up having chronic issues with drug and alcohol abuse.
Boom.
So Google it. You can see it. Google it.
Okay.
Just Google it. There's a bunch of articles that came up. I Googled Seminole making $15,000 a month.
Okay.
Seminole families reap jackpot from gambling. Tribe's case for gambling agreement. New contract for Seminole president. Seminole Tribune. There's a bunch of stuff in it. So.
Okay.
So, yeah, you can look it up, and it's public. It's public knowledge. So.
Okay.
I didn't believe it either. I'm like 15,000. Shit, I'll suck someone's cock. I got Seminole in me right now. Shit.
That's okay. So 15. So that's $180,000 a year, just by virtue of being a Seminole Indian.
Do you know what a casino makes a day?
But I'm saying, what I'm saying is, if I'm a Seminole Indian and I don't live in Florida, and what I'm saying is, if I live here and I'm a Seminole Indian, I should be making $180,000 a year.
You're just trying to grasp at roots. You're trying to become a Seminole.
No, but why? That's a lot of money.
Because it's reparations for what the white man did to the Indians. You have to come to. Next time you come here, I'm gonna take you to Foxwoods. You're gonna be like, "What in the fuck? Who in the fuck funded this motherfucker?" This thing takes you 45 minutes to walk from one end to the other. It has 35 restaurants. It has 17 nightclubs. It has over 5,000 games. It has 5 poker rooms, and it's still empty. There's parts of the casino, that are still empty. Foxwoods is 759,000 square feet big. Where the fuck did they get the money to build that shit 25 years ago? 25 years ago, they built a 759 square foot casino. Boo, when you walk in this motherfucker, you'd be like, I'm quitting. When someone tells me and I'm in Rainmaker and I got to go to Fox Tower to fix something, I'm like, God damn. It literally takes you 40 minutes to walk. Now that they added a fucking mall to it.
Yeah.
They added Tanger's outlets to it.
That's our Black Friday spot.
And it's packed. Everybody's
Usually
like, oh,
don't
malls are
buy
no,
anything.
No malls are making it. Go to fucking Foxwoods. The mall's packed. The food court's packed. The money my own company makes, and there's a million companies in that casino, the money my company makes, my company's debt-free. You ever heard of that? A company being debt-free?
Yeah. That's crazy.
We spend $1,000 for fucking dinner a night. $1,000 for dinner a night. I got a $30,000 credit limit on my card that never gets maxed out.
Nice.
And that's from casino money. Look at Vegas, boo. Shit. Look at Vegas when they can afford to pay you an $1,800 fucking handout and still keep the doors open. It's ridiculous what casinos make. It's fucking ridiculous. I mean, to go back to my thing with the reparations, like, I can't even fucking agree with Indian reparations anymore. They're making money. They're making more money than any of us ever. You think Amazon makes money? Shit. The guy from Amazon fucking just got divorced and gave fucking, what, half of his fucking fortune, and he's still a billionaire?
Yeah. Well, he's well over $1 billion.
Yeah.
For coming in a girl? He lost half of his fucking fortune? You know that next bitch
I'm sure
is
that
gonna-
wasn't all that was involved.
You know that.
And not just that, but she was with him when.
Yeah, she
had
helped launch Amazon.
Nothing, exactly. So
You know what, though?
She deserves it.
If I was a billionaire, I'm sorry, Ricky, I'm leaving you. Because there's too much temptation.
Now I wonder.
Sorry.
I wonder how mad he was that like
Jesus.
she got her half and then donated half of that right out of the gate.
I know she did. Bitch.
It's like $36 billion.
Yeah, she's still
spread
got.
it around.
She's still a billionaire,
She
though.
still has $36 billion.
Yeah.
That's got to be cool.
Unreal.
And I'm not saying this to hurt Ricky. I'm saying I can't have that kind of money and be faithful and not party. Because she won't like my lifestyle. I'm sorry. $36 billion? I can do coke all night and hire a doctor to take it all out of my body the next day.
Well, it's a good thing we're already married. Taking half, bitch.
Oh,
Not if I know I'm getting that rich. It's like, Ricky, yeah, it's not working out.
Yeah.
That
but I'm
doesn't
saying,
hold up in court
I'm
anymore.
being honest. I could never be that rich and be fucking not with my fucking addictions. No, I can't. You can't blame this guy from Amazon from fucking a younger bitch.
Well, it was both
She
of them.
wasn't that younger.
It was both.
She
like,
was
they
hotter.
both separated, and they both had other relationships.
Yeah, they
It's just-
swung, didn't they? Weren't they swingers or something?
Slingers, actually.
Something like that.
They're in a multiple TV
Right,
shows.
Boo? They were swingers, right?
I think they were, yeah. But, I mean, look, your character is your character. The only thing that money and or fame does is it shines a spotlight.
It
on
enhances your
what
addictions, I'll tell you that.
character is. Well, I mean, if you're the kind of person that says, if I had money, you know, I'd be out there partying and I'd be out there, you know, cheating on Mickey. The truth of the matter is you're making more money nowadays than you ever have in your entire life. Why aren't you out there partying? Why aren't you out there screwing hookers?
Because I love Ricky.
Well,
Yeah, but
Well,
then
then,
why
I mean-
if you had billions, would that change then?
Oh, he's not making
Exactly.
hooker money. We're not talking hooker money here.
Yeah. He just said he can't afford the doctor to suck the cocaine out of him right now.
Yeah.
Right now, he could hire a priest to suck the
I'm
cocaine
not
out of
saying
him.
I would
but-
leave Ricky if I became rich.
You did.
But I'm not
You're
saying
not
I would.
saying I would not do it.
Exactly.
You pretty much you literally said you
did just say
you
it.
would.
If I'm a billionaire and I'm at these parties, it's going to be a temptation. Come on. I'm
But
at a
again,
party.
You're making more money than you ever have in your entire life. You could go out and party every weekend.
Stop
You
putting
don't.
ideas in his head, Boo.
I'm just saying, you know, money and fame just shine a spotlight on who you really are, and it makes it more, it makes it bigger.
No, you know what it would be if I became a billionaire? It would be me and Ricky having a cap on gambling. All right, babe, $30,000 a day. Don't go over this. And she would agree with it. Okay. She wouldn't get her nails done. She wouldn't get like liposuction or anything, she would go and gamble it too. Babe, don't go over 30,000. Okay, all right, babe. All right, and then she'd come back. I didn't win shit.
Can I have another 30,000?
Yeah. No, tomorrow's another day.
Can I have tomorrow's
start fresh
30,000?
Tomorrow's another day.
Yeah.
That's what it would be
But
like.
it's midnight.
I wouldn't think. I mean, at my age, I probably wouldn't. I can't even be honest. I don't know what I would do at my age. Being a
I
billionaire.
know that if I were rich, yeah, I would have to suck the demons out of a lot of people.
Right.
I mean, I would do that. I would have a moment. I would say I would give myself a year wherein I would fuck anything that I could pay. I would literally be on my back for 360
Right? Oh, you're a bottom?
days. And
You'd let Brad Pitt beat your Bruce Lee.
And exactly.
I didn't know you were a bottom.
Out in P-Town throwing hundreds.
And then it would be over. I honestly think I would get burned out on it. I would be like, yeah, I can get anybody, but it's not like they actually like me. It's that they like the money that I'm giving them.
Yeah, but here's this, Boo. How about this? Ricky's Mrs. Conservative. What if she was a billionaire? Would she want to be with me again? Would she not see? Would she not see other guys differently? Would she not spend differently? Like, she can't promise me that she would stay with me if she had money like that.
Why not? I love you, so I would. I would still stay with you. I mean, I would probably spend differently, but that wouldn't change the way that I
Would
am.
I cheat on you? Ever?
Apparently, if you had billions of dollars, you would.
I didn't say I would. I said I don't know.
You said you would. You said you could not be faithful.
I could not party. I'll tell you that. And you don't like that, so that's being faithful to you.
And again, I really do think, Peter, that like. Again, I would give you like a year. Like I would give myself a year.
Yeah,
I'd
I'd party like a motherfucker.
Out there and like wilding out, just
Yes.
completely wilding out, and then you'd get over it. You'd
Well,
be like, okay,
can we?
I'm.
But smoking crack to Ricky is cheating, so that's what I
Well,
meant.
can we just get a better insurance policy? Because you'll be dead in a year if you're doing that like that.
Take out that life insurance. Nice hefty premium.
She's got a good one now.
It's not that good. Not for a
You
billionaire.
haven't seen my policy.
It's
It
not.
can always
it's
be
not
better.
for a billionaire.
No, it's not a billionaire. But I would get that attitude like, I'm a fucking billionaire. I'm going to go smoke crack. You like it or not? Bye.
I just know I'd spend a lot of money stupidly.
Yes!
Like, but for the sole reason to, like, irritate others. I think about that all
Yeah.
the time.
I can't. So I'm going to be a
It's
billionaire
hat
and live the
with
lifestyle?
lights.
I'm going to become a billionaire and live the lifestyle of sitting and watching her play fucking Candy Crush and going, what do you want for dinner? I don't want to live that lifestyle no more if I'm a billionaire. We do that because we're broke. Like, what do you want for dinner? All right, let's go to fucking Turkey and have some fucking Turkish food.
I think Boo was trying to talk, but nobody could hear him. Is this
I was just going to say, let's go around the room and ask people what they would do if they were billionaires. I've already said what I would do. I would fucking
Dane would
that
fucking consume himself in a fucking recording studio.
No, that's
So many Funyuns.
Yeah, right.
What would you do, Dane?
No. You know, I think about this a lot because I too am poor. So I'm always like, man, it'd be nice to have some money. And I mean, truthfully, I'm a man of simple tastes. Like I would improve my toy collection because I have a huge collection of like sci-fi action figures and shit. I'd buy all the ones that I want and be like cool with that. I'd buy cool shit for my son. You know, I'd give Ev like pretty much anything he wants.
Awesome.
I mean, like, I would want, like, a simple house, somewhat secluded, but close enough to, like, society that I don't have to, like, feel like I'm out in the middle of nowhere.
And I hate girls.
You know, I mean, I'm kind of boring. Like, if I had a shit ton of money, like, I'd want to try to do good things with it, and I would take care of myself and my family, and then I would, after that, I would, like, invest it and try to, like, make it grow and become more money. And I would just, I don't know, I would like...
So you don't...
Everybody's
you don't think
getting
that for
laid
like
but
a
me.
year you would just completely wild out?
I don't know. I mean, you know what I would do? Peter kind of says something interesting. My version of wild out would be,
week.
I would self-promote my album, you know, like my band and our record, and I would pay for us to go on tour and become like actual rock stars, and I would want to like see the world through touring and playing shows. Even if that meant I would play the shows for free and then just pay my bandmates. And you know what I mean?
You
like,
could
I
pay your
wouldn't-
bandmates just on the interest.
That's what I'm saying. Like if I won if I had like billions of dollars or I won like some kind of Powerball or some shit, yeah, I'd probably be like, I've got enough money. I could put us on tour right now. We'd play across the country. Maybe put us on with like an actual famous band, so people actually pay to go to see the show and see like music they know. But yeah, I would try to promote my records and record them and then tour, and that would be my version of like being crazy. Maybe I would throw some TVs out of like hotel rooms and shit, just because that's what rock star people do.
Kendall?
2 words: seafood orgy.
Hope you like scallops.
Yeah.
Well,
you're sticking scallops in his ass.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
You never heard of endless shrimp?
You're an ass. Wait, what?
He'd be taunting the Coast Guard from his boat.
That's right.
That's next week.
Oh yeah,
these are illegal lobsters.
What about you, Mike or Rebecca?
I
Don't
would
tell me you would buy the kids supplies.
2 words: seafood orgy.
I don't eat seafood.
I'd buy all my students supplies.
That was actually a thought in my head, but I have to admit it wasn't coming first.
Okay.
You wouldn't quit your job?
I would figure that out. Whatever. I would go and meet all the famous people. I would pay to meet all the famous people that I've always wanted to meet. And I would buy my dream car.
What
A Model T.
Ford Escort?
No.
I would buy a
What is it?
DeLorean. I would have fun with that.
It would be a lime green Dodge Challenger with a Hemi.
All right, AJ.
It really is the car that I want.
Like a Hemi, a Dodge Hemi. Please.
And
We're a Ford
I don't even
family.
know. Like, I do this question with my kids every year for like the 100th day of school. What would you do with?
We can all say what we would do with $1 billion right now, but you don't
You
really
don't
know.
Yeah.
You don't like $1 billion. All right, so I'm going to take $500 million of that, and I'm going to put it in a bank account, and it's going to get 1% interest a month.
You're not
A
getting
month.
1%. You're getting
You're getting 5.
0.01%.
No, well, not with $500 million. You tell that bank what you want for an interest rate. So you're making what, $3 million a month just in interest? You don't know what you would do. Like us right now, we go to Walmart. Oh, okay, spend $12 on underwear. Blah, blah, blah. You would buy Walmart. Like you don't know what you would do with billions of dollars. Like we don't know. We can all say, yeah, we would be conservative or we would do this. Your whole band would have golden microphones and fucking gold-plated fucking guitar strings and shit. You know, you don't know that. Like,
GSWD's going big.
right. You wouldn't be drinking fucking. Like,
Well,
you probably.
We would. We would drink the same beer, but a lot
You'd
more.
buy
of
the
it.
brewery. Broadcasting live from the GSWD Thimble Island Brewery.
That'd be cool.
Well, I'm interested
Don't
in
even
what
make anything.
Mike has to say. I mean, what would you do with
I
all that
mean,
money?
I know, like the way like me, I wouldn't party because I was never like that guy. I know I wouldn't have a giant house, but the house I have is going to be tricked out as much as it can be.
Oh, a giant house is a big must.
But that's the thing. I don't.
I need 32 rooms.
But for what?
All the NFL teams.
Just to say I have it.
All the NFL teams.
This is the Arizona Cardinals.
Just to say I have it. I would move Kendall's office to one of the rooms.
But that's the thing. Like, I would have I mean, I guess a big house, but nothing extraordinary.
I'd like connoisseur media and fire everybody.
Even like car wise, like I don't need anything crazy. Again, the car I have would
Prius.
be nice, but
Prius.
and it'd be souped up and decked out. But
What would you have, like a bra and a spoiler on it?
I would get a DeLorean. I want a DeLorean. I think that'd be fun.
But
Everybody had a bra in the 80s.
the thing that's tough is like I collect a lot, so I know I would just buy. It would be spent on a lot of nonsense,
I can't be asking you simple people what.
and it'd be a lot of like fuck you money too. Like
Yeah.
when
I
people
would
say,
buy like 35 Star Wars collectibles.
But like, you ever
That is what I said.
have you ever heard someone be like, "Oh man, I hate when someone does this," and every time I'm like, I wish I had the expendable cash to do it right in front of them, all the time. But I don't, so I can't. But I know a lot of it would like go to waste. Really,
I would get miniature rocket launchers behind my headlights
Oh.
for my car.
And I would go to every Comic-Con for like a year. And
Yay.
I'd do that.
And
I'm talking about.
And then, like, every night,
Know
at every
anybody with a
Comic-Con, I
pair
would,
of
like,
strong
hire a
young
hooker that
hands to
was,
help
like,
me in and out of the
Superman.
tub?
And they would, like, fuck me. I think that would be the greatest thing ever. Or, like,
No.
Blade, or
No.
Batman, or
No.
the Hulk.
No.
Could you imagine?
No.
Goddamn.
Like, oh, Boo's here again.
Oh, jackpot.
But I'm just saying that would be something that I would do. I would literally go to all of the major cons around the country and probably into
pig
Canada
this
as
son
well.
of a bitch.
I would do all of the major cons and buy up all the shit, and then I would fuck every night.
It'd be a lot of
That's-
travel.
that's money.
Be a lot of travel. I know I like.
You and I travel a lot now.
Well, I go to Mansfield, Mass. It's a shit town and a shit state.
I go to Everett, Mass. It's not that much
Dynasty,
better.
huh?
Babe, what would you do?
Me, I would buy a neighborhood and put each of my
Oh, yeah,
each of my
here we
family
go.
members in a house, so they don't have to worry about
would
that.
be
Well, she wouldn't be faithful, I'll tell you that.
It would be a gazebo type neighborhood.
Yes, that close.
Oh God.
Yeah. Well, we've all been very close forever, and then I'd travel a lot.
Yeah, I forgot
So
to
I'd
get-
buy the
to
neighborhood
get
and
away
then leave
from
the
'em.
neighborhood.
Hence why
I would-
we wouldn't
I would
be
buy
together.
Canada.
I love her family, but not in the same street.
You guys stay here. We're going to Bora Bora for the
Yeah.
next 6
I
months.
would love to go there.
I love her family, but not in the same cul-de-sac. No.
You just haven't lived with them yet.
So
You
this
can
is
go inside and lock your door.
Why should I have to lock my door if my wife's a billionaire?
I'm just saying.
They
if,
should
if
lock
you
their
wanted
fucking door.
to,
You bought the house for them.
If you wanted to. At least I wasn't trying to move them all into
I'm
the
gonna
same
build
house.
a Trump wall.
I don't want a huge... That's the problem. You want a huge house, and I don't.
Well,
Like, something like this is fine for me. I don't care how much money I have.
good. Then buy me a house and live in a different one. I want 32 rooms. I already know what I want.
That's
32
ridiculous.
rooms, 7 bathrooms,
You're one person.
14 guest rooms, and a big-ass fucking master bedroom.
You're one person,
Now, are
and we
those-
have no friends.
Are those all included in the 32 rooms, or
Yeah.
those on top of the 32?
No, those are all included. I already got it mapped
And
out.
why only 7 bathrooms, by the way?
Because
32.
divided
7
by
days
3.
of the week.
I only have 3 friends, so divide it by 3. If you can't find a bathroom to poop in 2 seconds,
Like,
it's your
sorry,
problem.
this is the Wednesday bathroom.
you talk about the smear.
And like you just said, we have no friends. Trust me, if I'm a billionaire, we have plenty of
Yeah,
friends.
then you get friends.
Yeah, you don't want those kind of friends.
I don't give a fuck as long as they fill the room.
I got 32 rooms to fill.
Exactly.
I definitely want to
Just
travel a
find
lot.
32 homeless people and move them in.
I'm going to the end of the ramp in New Haven.
Who needs a room?
Yeah. I'll be in a B&B, Airbnb. Hang out at Street Pete's house.
Pete's place.
Yeah.
You could call it Airbnb.
You guys say you don't... Here's what kills me. You guys say you don't want a big house until you actually live in one.
No,
Rebecca and I are on the same page.
I want a big house.
Until you actually live in one, you don't know what it's like to have a kitchen where you can eat a fucking 3-inch croissant with 72 fucking foot fucking cabinets. You don't know what it's like to fucking be able to walk to one side of the house and not even hear your partner for 2 days.
No.
But I mean, like, to
Where's
me, it's
Ricky?
unnecessary.
Oh, she's at the right wing. She's at the left wing.
Did you guys not hear seafood orgy? Not tell you everything that I want to do with my money.
Everybody that doesn't have money when they got money is saying, oh, I would be conservative. And I understand and I appreciate all you for saying that. But fuck that. Because you know what? When it comes to a Saturday and you're sitting home and you're like...
In your 32 rooms.
And you're 30... No. Prior to being rich.
5 minutes in each room.
Every Saturday, all of us now are sitting home. We're like, wish I can go to the barbecue. Wish I can go to the show. But why can't I go to the barbecue or the show? Because I don't have $100 to pay for the ticket.
I would definitely do
You would
things.
be like, I'm going... Not only am I going to fucking Woodstock, I'm going to make my own fucking Woodstock.
Well, I'd
Okay? I'm having Blink-182 in my backyard on Friday. Either you come or you don't come.
I'd want
Fuck
to
you.
travel a lot. I would want to travel a lot.
All those things you couldn't do while you were broke, you're doing them.
And I'd love to
You
be
might
able to...
calm down
That's a
after
fair point.
I'd love to be able to go to the store and buy what I want without having to look at my bank account.
Yeah, that's nice too.
Yeah, I'd like to swipe my debit card without fucking
Yeah.
checking my balance when I leave.
Right.
Have the fingers uncrossed.
I want 3 people balancing my books every month.
But a big house is not for me because I get freaked out. way too easily. If I'm hearing, a bump in the night, I'm like, what the fuck is that? And
You
now
can
I have to go
soundproof
through
your walls. Trust me with that money.
Yeah, but then that means that the killer has easier access because nobody can
Listen,
hear
if you have a house that big, you're gonna have a security system that's gonna
There's
keep
also a good
motherfuckers
chance I'm dead within a year just because of like cholesterol.
Right.
I mean, that's what's gonna get me.
Mark is gonna have an In-N-Out burger in fucking Wallingford.
Sorry, this is
the
my
only fucking Northeast In-N-Out burger where they gotta fucking fly the meat over because they don't freeze their meat.
It's in his garage.
There's a Taco Bell in my living room.
This is. Oh, by the way, there's the reason the In-N-Out is not in the Northeast is because they will not. They don't freeze their meat.
All fresh.
Neither does Wendy's.
I questioned that, but there's no way in hell that Wendy's has a distribution center that can deliver to 40,000 restaurants in one night.
Well, they might have multiple
Agreed.
distribution centers.
Right, Boo?
yeah, but I never believed the
Wendy's was fresh.
fresh, not frozen thing. Anyway, there's no way.
Unless Wendy's buys local.
But
think
I mean,
that's
you can put a hamburger in your fridge. It's not going to go bad in a night.
No. Unless Wendy's buys local, then they can keep that fresh meat.
But again, like if you go to the store right now and buy a hamburger, it's going to sit in your fridge. It can sit for 5 days. You don't need a fresh delivery every day.
But still, if you're transporting meat from California to Connecticut, it's a 5-day truck trip. So it's not going to be fresh.
That can't be their only warehouse.
That's the only reason In-N-Out will not do burger joints in the Northeast. That's why everybody freaked out when that In-N-Out burger was found in New York.
Yeah.
They're like, where the fuck did you get that? The dude must have fucking dry iced the motherfucker or whatever.
FedExed it overnight.
In-N-Out will not come to the Northeast. And I checked. When I was in Vegas, I'm like, why aren't you? Because we all want our meat fresh. And another thing about In-N-Out burgers, it's not that special because there's 3 things on the menu. You have to order what they have.
Listen, we need a Sheetz in Connecticut. That's the campaign I want to get behind.
You know what In-N-Out burger is? I'm going to tell you right now. You need to go visit Muya or Five Guys. Same shit. Even I think it's better.
Five Guys is great.
Muya. Try Muya, I'm telling
No,
you.
last time I had Muya, it was disgusting.
It's because you brought it home.
It was really, really burnt. Like crunchy burnt. And it took them 20 minutes to
I
make
say
it.
black. She always has to say red.
I'm just
to
telling
me
you my
personally,
experience.
Muya is. I tried both.
I'm not familiar with what that is.
I like
Muya's
Five
in
Guys.
Newington and Muya's in West Haven.
It's a burger joint.
But Five Guys kills all of them.
Five Guys is great.
Actually, you know who's really good, but they're too fucking expensive is Jake's.
Yep.
Jake's is really good. Smash Burger's pretty good too. Have you been to that place in Milford?
Yeah.
Their burgers are pretty damn good. I like Smash
So,
Burger.
Five Guys has a great bacon and banana milkshake.
It's excellent.
What?
Just ask Rebecca. She loved it.
Rebecca loves Wahlburgers too.
I've been wanting to try Wahlburgers.
Very good. Do it.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty good in trouble.
Yeah. That's what I heard.
If it wasn't owned
My
by the
girl's been there,
Wahlbergs, would
she's
you
like-
still like it?
She would not.
No.
Yeah,
wouldn't.
someone showed it to me.
No, you wouldn't like it though.
You can buy
I'll tell you what.
their stuff at shop right now.
Oh, you
New burgers
don't,
on the
don't
block.
say that. I just had you defend it and used to go to ShopRite.
If Mark Wahlberg didn't own that restaurant, you wouldn't like
Who
it.
doesn't want to blow Mark Wahlberg? Come on.
Like if
I
it,
don't.
Yes, you do.
And I know
What?
that's really weird.
You're
but
a
I
liar.
don't.
You're a liar.
No.
Ah, come on, you'd get some funky bunch.
Yeah, you would. You would swallow them fucking Marky Marks.
I would swallow his demons. I would suck his demons out.
Whoa.
You're a pastor
I
of
know.
semen. No, I'll tell you what,
He
though.
would boogie his nights.
I'll tell you what, though. If you're a Boston Red Sox fan,
Fuck.
the city of Boston is so cheap to hang out at.
Yeah, around the stadium.
Ricky
it's
and
nice.
I went to, what was the name of that?
Boston Burger Company.
Boston Burger Company.
Oh yeah, right near the stadium.
We got 2 burgers, PBR, and her fucking girly drink.
Oh, I had a Groupon too.
No, not
Yeah.
for that. Not the night we went. It was $20.
Wow.
That is impressive.
Boston is cheap to hang out at.
They
The
keep,
second time we went, you had a Groupon.
a lot of the bars around Fenway, they try and keep relatively cheap because I know people are going to be out there partying.
No, cheap like McDonald's 10
No,
years
I
ago
know.
cheap.
But that's right. Like they kind of do that on purpose around the stadium, and a lot of cities aren't like that.
PBR was like $2 a pint.
Wow, I mean,
A pint! A
Can
pint!
you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
We can hear you, but
But
you're,
you
you're
can't.
frozen.
But my computer is. I'm frozen, right?
No, we saw your pretty smile. We're good.
Yeah, you are
but
frozen,
he is
but you
frozen.
do have a nice
Okay,
smile
I am
on.
frozen.
You do have a nice smile on, though.
I'm gonna
Very
Facebook
good.
message you your
It's all
Yeah,
right.
he's going to message you the picture of you.
picture of you because you look gorgeous.
All right, it is 11:30. Let's do what we learned. Let's start with Danny Dane. I'm going to
All right, I learned.
not spend all my money.
Yeah, I learned that I'm pretty
It
boring,
would get spent.
and that Pete, you're a real party animal,
I'm just being
and
real.
that you would be unfaithful to Ricky if you had billions of dollars. You said it.
No, I would turn Ricky into a Barbie doll
Thanks.
with all that money.
She's
I'm
already a
kidding.
Barbie doll.
is
Look
worse?
at that gorgeous woman. You've got a
kidding.
gorgeous
That's such an
wife.
insult.
I've been with... Shut
That's an
up.
insult.
It's not an insult. I'm
Sure
kidding.
is.
I'm an insult.
I said that wasn't it. Anyway.
Am I ever going to be a
I
billionaire?
also learned that Beyonce steals shit. I didn't know that. I didn't know anything about Beyonce.
Or Kendall?
I got to witness my first Booze Hollywood report. I liked it. I felt like I was on the watching
Never
the
heard of it
news.
before?
No, I've never. So only
Tuesday.
recently have I
Tuesday
been on.
nights?
Yeah, Tuesday.
Oh, that's right.
Separation of church and state for so long. You know, we had to bring it all together. Yeah, I learned about everybody's money, what they're going to do with their $1 billion. Some people are going to cheat on their wives. Some people are gonna
By the way,
seafood orgy.
what exactly is a seafood orgy? Like you would eat a whole bunch of seafood, or you would sex it?
It's a little bit of both.
Okay,
It's like,
Ah.
a pound of scallops.
You just
and
got to
then-
keep track of what went where.
gotcha.
Wait. Is it real scallops or is it the whale meat scallops?
Well, I've never had whale meat scallops.
Yes, you have.
I'm afraid.
If you've had a scallop in Connecticut, you've had whale meat scallop.
No, I didn't
Really?
know that.
Is it round? Yes.
I guess so.
That
yeah.
is fake scallops.
Oh, that's
Real scallops. I'm going to tell you right
I've
now.
had ones that are like little.
That's real scallops.
Yeah, I've had those too.
The scallops we get here in the Northeast are whale meat that someone punches
Really?
with a cutter in an actual big. So they get a whale when you fillet it.
I've never seen a filleted whale.
Yeah,
Google it.
That's very not
They
legal
punch
anymore.
it, and that's how you get scallops, because scallops are
Well,
naturally
there's
this
two
big.
different types of scallops. There's sea scallops and bay scallops. Bay scallops are the little ones. Sea
Right.
scallops are bigger.
Oh, ski scallops are whales. Look it up. I learned it in Florida.
I'm not saying you're wrong.
I learned it in Florida.
They're pretty tasty. So whatever.
Then
the
you
type
like
of fish,
whale.
Well, I never said I would not like whales.
The blubber nuggets.
Yeah, blubber nuggets. That sounds.
Yeah, they're blubber
Eating
nuggets.
intelligent
Still
animals
seafood.
is the only way to eat.
Anyway, any way I can have a lot of seafood is the way I'm kind of going for.
All right,
So
I like
Rebecca, don't douche for 3 months.
that. Okay.
He once
Wow.
ate like 73 shrimp.
I'd like to take that on.
I did it twice.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Oh, I think we
twice.
got a challenge on this
That
show,
douche
Pete.
for
Do
3
girls
months?
still douche though?
No,
okay.
not many. It's actually not good for you.
Garden hose. Thumb over the nozzle. Does the same thing.
Febreze works, right?
Well, I got now the shower handle with a
Does
change
Febreze
the
work?
pressure. Just power
I
wash
want to go
yourself.
back to driving Uber. I hate my job.
Yeah, see? No.
I miss it.
Yeah. I haven't been having the best time of it lately, but I also haven't been going down to Stanford. I gotta start doing that.
Stanford and Greenwich.
I went
man,
there
I'm telling you.
yesterday, and it was a
I'm
good time.
telling you.
Yeah.
You can make $100 in like 4 hours.
Yeah. Yeah.
In Greenwich.
Yeah, I believe it. I know.
It was funny because me and Dane were driving the same day, and he's like, "Oh, I just made it back from Jersey. I made $130." I'm like, "Oh,
Yeah.
cool." 5 minutes later, I get a fucking.
Yeah.
Oh, I had to go to Jersey at 3 in the afternoon.
Yeah. I know, because then you called me later on. You're like, "Oh, I'm on my way back from Jersey. We both went to
coming.
Newark Airport." I was like, "Yeah, we did." It was so funny.
It was cool though. I love driving for Uber. I had
Oh, yeah.
food money every day.
Right. I know. I started doing the cash out every day.
I
Thing.
do it
That's
every day.
nice. Yeah. Once I started doing it, I was like, "Oh, I see why."
It's worth it because you set a goal.
Yeah.
I'm going to stop at 1:30.
Well.
They cash you out. They take 50 cents.
Yeah.
You have 130 fucking 125.50 for today.
$9.50. Yeah, it's good.
Hi, Rebecca.
I learned that apparently he's gonna have a seafood orgy if he gets money.
Oh, fish sticks.
Yeah, you're probably not invited either.
Yeah, you're
That's
not
fine.
invited.
I don't want to be a part of that.
Go to Dutchess. Get all the Dutchess cod gets I can get.
Dutchess cod nuggets.
I learned that I need to be more adventurous with my money. And,
Rude.
Yeah. And it was also my first Booze Hollywood report.
As he stays frozen.
As I say,
So it's a great headshot.
It is a great headshot.
It looks like a TMZ photo.
I want to draw. I want to draw a dick near his mouth.
And, like I can see the image like right now, like Boo recently arrested for sucking the demons out of
For sucking these so-called demons.
Boo becomes a pastor in Oklahoma, known for sucking demons.
Google that story; it's hilarious, and you would think something like that would happen in some
Florida?
third world country or something, or Florida.
Florida.
No,
Or
it happened
Wallingford.
here.
Florida, man.
Mike.
I learned that Boo's a big fan of guys in scrubs.
I am, indeed.
The looser the underwear, the better. If you see Dane on the road, beep at him.
Oh, shit!
God damn it.
Hold on.
Uh-oh.
I am so sorry.
Oh, no.
What happened?
I missed it.
We can just play it out at the end.
No.
Right in the middle of it.
God damn.
Sorry, Mike.
That's all right.
No. I will never miss this ever in my life.
Maybe Mike will sing with me.
Boo, can you hear that?
Nope. I can barely hear you guys. So no, it's not well.
Now can you hear it? Nobody enjoys this like I do. Cause the demons will be sucked by Boo. He shuts everybody out. Right? Ricky stares at him like, what the fuck? You're the reason we go to bed late.
Boo on the saxophone, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello there, Kyle.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kendall Reed on vocals. Rebecca Reed on Miserable. Dane as Looker. And Mike Mock as the phone screener. Boo as the freeze screen.
Beautiful headshot.
And Ricky's still mad at the comment about being a billionaire. He doesn't skip a beat. Rebecca's mad.
She's going to have to listen to this again in the car ride home. This is just the first act.
Is it? I walked in the studio the other day, the station. He had it on. A whole Ambrosia. It's like 3 or 4 songs. You would think he was born in 72.
He should have been. He really should have been.
That's why we love him.
I like the lips on the glass.
I like it too. It almost looks like a snail trail. He's got the accordion down, everything. It's ridiculous.
It's funny
I love
'cause
it.
he can't play the piano.
Or sing.
He knows all the side choruses. That's what's fucked up.
He's been asking for months for like Rebecca and I to learn the background vocals.
Oh, has he?
He gets so mad in the
It would be
car.
a better show.
I give you props, buddy.
Why, thank you. Thank you
I
very
never
much.
missed a week, man.
From the top.
I was upset that I missed this. I'm like, what the fuck? All right, Boo, you still there?
I'm still here.
Okay, good. Did you hear the song or no?
Yes.
Okay,
I
good.
heard it. Why am I looking at an F? What?
I don't know.
What am I looking at?
What'd you learn, Boo?
Mike never finished.
I was
Oh,
pretty
Mike,
much wrapped up.
Oh, sorry.
I was wrapped up.
Okay.
I learned that once Peter hits $1 billion, Ricky and him are getting a divorce.
Oh, shit.
Hey, that's a
Oh,
half
here
million
we
for
go.
Ricky.
You fuck one sheep.
I learned that Ricky is pretty, but she's no Barbie doll.
Keep rubbing it in, boy, bitch. Listen, keep rubbing it in, because I stayed away from a perfect date guy because I'm worried about your feelings. Whatever. Keep going. All right. Next week's another show, bitch.
Now you're making him cry.
What else did I learn? I learned that Rebecca wouldn't necessarily quit her job if she won $1 billion, which makes her a better man, woman, and child than I will ever be.
She fixed her thyroid.
I'm just saying, you know, $1 billion and
I would
still working
quit from the island.
You're all fucking liars, is what I'm saying. Yeah, go ahead. All right, Boo, keep going.
Let's see, what else? I think that's it. I learned what a seafood orgy was. It was exactly what I thought it was.
Yeah, it's pretty much it.
Paella?
So if you're available in October,
Paella?
If there's
What?
time.
Paella. It's got a mixture of seafood.
Paella.
Paella.
I'm Portuguese. I said it right. Paella. Whatever.
And that's all I learned.
Babe, what'd you learn?
What did I learn? Well, you know what? I learned something a couple days ago when I went into the bank to take out some money out of the ATM, and Ambrosia
Peter
was
Schmidt.
playing. I can never unpicture Kendall and Ambrosia every single time I hear the frickin' song.
That's how much I feel.
We were on our way to Fox was and Ambrosia was on. She's like, oh my God, Ambrosia's on in the bank.
Excellent.
hey, they're coming to the Big E.
I'm going both days.
We're going both days. Let's make a trip of it.
Gonna camp out in the parking lot.
I don't think I really learned anything else today. I mean, nothing other than what everybody else already said, so.
You know what I learned? I'm going to put it on a blanket. I learned that you're all fucking liars because if you
And you hate us.
No, I don't hate you. I love you all. I learned that you're all fucking liars because if you became billionaires, everything would be different.
Well, I'm
Dane would be transformed into John Lennon. Like, he would pay for the operations, trust me. Or no, not John Lennon. What's your favorite Beatle?
Well, McCartney's the one I play in the shows.
You'd be McCartney. Kendall would fucking alter his vocal cords to sound like Ambrosia.
I sound like that already.
We wouldn't know.
Oh, you would know.
Rebecca would become Cardi B.
You could have picked a more opposite person.
Mike would definitely become a drug addict because he has never been one.
Just see what this is about.
Time to throw
And
it all away.
Ricky would buy everything that she tells me that she can't buy because we're broke.
No, I would travel a lot.
Yeah, so where would she be without me? Oh, babe, I'm in Greece tonight.
No, yeah,
I figured. No, her favorite destination would be, babe, I'm in Mexico because I love enchiladas.
I'm assuming
I'll be
you're
home by
with me.
12.
The margaritas here are just great.
Yes.
Yeah, she's a big margarita
Yes.
and Mexican food person.
I'm assuming you'd be with me, though. I'm
Yeah.
not, like, planning to travel without you.
Well, you're the billionaire. I still got to work for these guys.
Never. Neither one of us would be working. You know that.
I can see Ricky now. I gave you $30,000 at the fucking casino. I see you took out another $1,000. You're an asshole. You're a fucking asshole.
Yeah, your card's getting a limit.
I learned Boo would save the world with his billions, please.
No, actually, I would be on, at least for the first year, I would be on my back for
You'd be a
365 days.
I did learn Boo's a bottom after 5 years.
Oh, I am versatile. I would explore my bottom side more, though. Certainly.
What I also learned, in all seriousness, I learned that losing a show isn't as bad when you can combine all of it into one show and have a great show.
Yeah.
And I'm glad with the people we have in the shows, and really glad right now for PPRN and our growth still as we stay still relevant. We stay relevant, and GSWD stay relevant too, and we're still going and moving on. I will not change my fucking what I would do as a billionaire, because if I'm a better person when I become a billionaire, then fine. If not, I'm just being honest. I would smoke a lot of fucking crack. Sorry. And in Ricky's eyes, that's cheating, so that's why I said the cheating part. You get what I said?
A likely story.
But maybe I wouldn't smoke a lot of crack. Maybe I would be a normal, functioning... I'm telling you right now what's in my head tonight because I've been drinking.
You might just be a DiGiorno pizza guy. You know?
I'm not. You all know me. I'm never gonna lie to any of you or about anything.
Peter's gonna be Tony Montana. He's gonna just like mountain of coke on a table.
Yeah, I'm gonna be fucking what's his name in Scarface.
That's what I say. Yeah. Tony Montana, man.
I cannot
Okay.
lie. If I'm strong enough, and when I become a millionaire, if I'm strong enough to stay away from it, then that's good for me. But right now, I'm not strong enough. I've only been clean 3 years, right?
Yeah, approximately.
I'm not strong enough to fucking say if I'm a billionaire, I'm partying. I'm sorry, I'm partying.
Fair.
Because every time she gets mad at me, I'm like, just go on the bank.
You'll be,
Okay.
You'll be the next Wendy Williams.
Check the balance. Check the balance.
Count the zeros.
Yeah.
You'll have to buy me a separate house.
Exactly.
I can't.
Hence
I can't
my
live with
32
that.
and her 2-bedroom.
You see that fourth comma there, right?
Yeah. Yeah. You see the interest you just made this month, right? No, I wouldn't be a dick to her. But right now, at this point, if I was a billionaire, yeah, I would party. But maybe I wouldn't. I don't know. But always good to be...
Prepared.
Thank you.
I was
Hope for
prepared
the
that.
worst. I mean, be the worst and hope for the best. Right?
Hope for the worst.
Or hope for the worst and be the best.
Hope for the worst and be even worse than that.
But most of all, what I learned tonight is after fucking 5 years of friendship, Boo is a fucking bottom. Wow.
I am a versatile person.
I thought about you this morning when I was pulling poop out of my fucking colon.
You ever hear of a
I'm like,
Swiss Army knife?
how do these people get prepared? I get these little nuggets stuck in my butthole every morning.
Codgets is what they're called.
I reach in there and I pull those fuckers out. Hence the fucking drain swamp or waffle swamp. Right?
Yeah.
Wow. I got dry poop every morning. I don't know why.
Drink more water, man.
I'm very itchy when I wake up, and I find out why. I go dig in there and I pull out poop.
Oh, God. Oh, that's so
You ever wish there was just one more hour of the show?
I pull out poop. I don't care.
Jesus.
God, that's gross.
I'm not gay, though. No more than the helmet. Ricky's not licking anywhere near
Change the
there.
name of the show to Poopy
Oh my god.
All right, we gotta go because I gotta be at work and I gotta go to the doctor and get my medicine. Thank you guys, everybody, for tuning in. We'll see you all next week. Don't forget you can download it. Download the app, Spreaker, and search PPRN Radio. Let's grow this shit to 5,000 followers because we're already at 44,888, 118,000 plays and 26,000 downloads. We're back, Spreaker.
I thought you were going to say 40. We're trying to get to 5,000. We're at 40. I was like, wow.
Yeah, we're at 4,000 followers. That's amazing.
That's awesome.
4,000 followers. So
Don't forget to
and
check
they
out
never left us either.
TravelingTaro.com.
TravelingTaro.com if you
Thank
want to
you,
get
Dave,
your...
Welcome,
baby.
I was going to do the plugs, bitch.
I know. I just like to break balls. I love you too, boo.
TravelingTaro.com if you want your palm read or whatever, the tarot cards read. And the 34s.
Bang.
Everything hashtag 34s go on whatever hashtag platforms there are, and you'll see everything 34s must be stopped. And my boys, GSWD, hashtag GSWD, Getting Sports with Drunk every Monday. They troop here, they make it here, and they do a show. They do an amazing show. And thanks to Ricky for, I don't know. Talking me off the ledge.
Sticking through it. Sticking through it.
Yeah, sticking through it. But we'll see everybody next week, and don't forget, stay black, y'all. Good night. Oh, Dane said it tonight. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Night.
Rebecca's like, I'm out.
Come on, get in the car.